Sports Encyclopedia. We West Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you? He's the best. Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
he's. Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you. Oh, God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Red. You got the belt around you.
Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB Show.
Yeah, we are in the building. It is Truth Telling Thursday on the Realest Show on Planet ERF. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one. It is football's down season, but today the season begins. The NFL Combine is here, and we're going to watch a bunch of non-participants interview. We're going to see that shit today. You're going to see the best interviewing ever in the Combine. That's what everybody wants to see, how well you interview. Guess what we have, people? A Wonderlic test. That's why they have the test. It's called the Wonderlic. You go out there, you take a test after you work out. Holy shit. But we're going to find that out. We're going to break that down. Abdul Carter in the news, stress fracture, foot, lower leg. Is he going to be the next Penn State great bust? We're going to find that out here shortly. Seems to be that he's going to be in an 8-week rehab possibility. Don't know what that does. We're going to dive into that as well on the Realest Show on Planet ERF. So the Combine begins today. How many people are going to tune in and watch that in Indianapolis? Who knows? But I can't wait to watch an SAT test being given and everyone in there to interview. We're going to watch it through it in a minute, but damn, what a shame football has become. The Combine begins today, the day of the opt-out Combine, that is. The most exciting part of this is Travis Hunter possibly participating in both wide receiver and DB in skills and drills portion of this Combine. That would show me some nuts and guts by this kid who is for the most part, has shown that he just loves football. Of course, he plays video games as kids do and all that old shit, but guess what? At the end of the day, he tries to stay out the way and play ball. I would love to see it. I would love to see him do DB drills and wide receiver drills. No one else has ever done it. Show out, kid. I want to see it done. And you'd earn a stripe in my book. Abdul Carter, maybe another Penn State high-caliber, high-draft pick who busts before ever playing it down, as he has a high stress fracture in his lower leg foot area, which now has raised flags as to his draft stock height. We're going to dive into that. What other stories will pop up as these few days come and go? How will the running backs fare? Ashton Genty won't compete. He'll just do interviews as well. What running backs will jump up in stock? And then obviously the most talked about position, the quarterback. Which quarterback will benefit from actually doing what he does, which is throw the fucking football in front of scouts and teams? Can Jackson Dart steal some limelight, move up the ranks? Can the kid from Louisville, Kyle McCord, which kid will actually show up and move up in stock during this Combine? We'll find out, but what do I know? Let's bring in our main man, Far East Sider 317. LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 defending, Caitlin Clark jocking, Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty. Welcome.
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? You right. I've been loud lately. I've been real loud lately. But I'm in my living room, so I'm like, fuck it. Y'all said it.
Neighbors gonna call it, you know. That's what we
go my living room now.
Left your house, got studio. I spent all the money, got studio. We didn't weird, and then we're back at your house.
I'm in the living room now. I'm in the living room, so I should be able to be louder here.
You got no backdrop. Look horrible on shorts because you don't have no backdrop, no logo. I mean, we're just half-assed. It is what it is, half-assed.
It's not half-assed at all, homie. It's not half-assed. It is what it is.
Man, my boy Dave Bone was like, for Smitty backdrop and shit. I mean, where'd all the show shit? He don't even like know shit about show. He like, where the sheet on the shit to be in the back.
Go back to the studio then, homie. Let's go to the studio. If it's that deep, if it's that serious, let's get you back to the studio. We'll go back to the studio and we'll do it there.
Shit's still there.
Well, let's go back in there then. Let's starting tomorrow.
Money though.
Well, anyway, chat, before he messed up my whole vibe, I got Ross Morrison, James Jimenez. We got Lions Den 1984, Manny OEBG, and Boston Richie in the chat. We excited for the week. We got a good show. We got new members, people I ain't never seen before. And I appreciate that, man. Let's have a good show today. What you looking at, homie?
Your boy G Wizzy.
It's my guy. It's my cousin. He's asking me a question. He said, Smitty's the time of moving from AR5. We might talk about that a little bit later. We'll see what happens.
Every 2 weeks, talk about that. Smitty, I know there's a topic, but 95-year-old iconic actor extraordinaire Gene Hackman was found deceased along with his wife and his dog, man, in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I don't know what to think. 95 years old, so he lived a good life. One of the most iconic actors. He's been in some of my favorite movies of all time. From the from
Hoosiers.
Well, Hoosiers is obvious, but what's that movie with him and Denzel? He's in the submarine.
Oh shoot!
Crimson Tide, or one of them. Unbelievable movie. What's your thoughts on this, man? It's a weird deal. So he's dead, 95. His wife, 63, 30 years younger, also deceased, and then the dog. Mm-hmm. That's what's pissing me off more than anything right now. I'm kind of hot right now off the dog.
I'm sure. You don't care about humans that much. I'm sure the dog was just.
I'm actually hot. I want to know what's up with the dog. That shit. I'm kind of pissed about the dog, homie. We already know. Fuck cats. Fuck human. The dog is what's fucking irking me, homie.
Yeah. To me, from what I read, there's no foul play, homie. So that's number one.
That's impossible. It's impossible.
I'm just saying what I read. So you can
I know what we read. I know you're gonna go by the book. I know what we read, and I get it.
I'm just saying there's no foul play. I'm just saying what the report saying. I can go in here and guess and make up stuff. Be like, you know what I think? I think people came in here, they murdered the whole family, and they cleaned it up, and they put bleach down. I can make a whole little situation up just for clicks and likes, but I don't believe that. If there's no foul play, I believe something happened. Now, obviously, the easy answer that people throwing out is it was a Carter and Einstein situation. I don't know. That sounds like a possibility because the whole family dead. The dog did. If the dog wasn't dead, then maybe we can start thinking about the stuff. The fact that it's the dog and both of them, and there's no sign of foul play. Something's up. Either that or they're part of some crazy stuff, and a CIA or something came in there and put a needle in them, and like
Tall Texan. What's the name? What does this guy say? Tall Texan.
927 Abel. Yep. He said, "F the dog. 2 humans died."
Fuck the 2 humans, bitch. The dog died, motherfucker. So let me ask you this: if Hackman comes out on the Epstein list today, is the dog on that list, motherfucker? So what we do know is the dog did nothing wrong. That's what we do know for a fact. The humans, there's a 50-50 chance that these are some weirdo fucks that did something that Holly weirdos do. But there's a 100% chance the dog did nothing wrong. So fuck the humans. Oh, bitch ass motherfucker. The dog died. That's what I'm hot about.
This? How about both of y'all wrong? How about don't fuck nobody? They all died. Rest in peace to everybody. How about that? Y'all pick and choose who.
Because I like gray area. I like controversy, homie. I don't want to go gray area. I don't like nice shit. I don't like nice shit.
Fucking sound crazy. It's death.
Me.
That pissed me off today already.
So you're telling me the dog was asleep, Gene Hackman, 95-year-old sleep, and the girl sleep, and they just not one of them moves 1 inch, and they all die. Like, hey, Ching Bachuila, I'm dying. Me too, Gene. Ruff. Me too. Hey, what? What? So the dog got up, put the fucking hose in the goddamn exhaust pipe of the car in the garage, ran that motherfucker in the house, and the dog killed everybody. Like, the math ain't mathin', homie. I don't give a fuck what we're saying. We can say whatever we want. The math ain't mathin', homie.
Why is somebody trying to kill a 95-year-old? That don't make sense either. He's 95. He's 95. He would have died anyway. Let's be real.
Let's take away the Epstein list and let's say he's not on it. We don't know. They're saying it's going to come out. I doubt it come out. I'm still fighting that. But anyway, we're going to come out today and they say no name of Gene Hackman. So cool.
I don't know why you brought that up in the first place. We'll continue. 95
years old, though. Well, that's conspiracy one that popped in my head. Like, damn, the list come out today, this motherfucker on it and offed himself. So here's my real thought, all right? Gene Hackman, 95. Everything I've read, he's in good health. No issue. So I'm wondering how the motherfucker just fell out.
95.
But 95. Great. So he just natural causes. It's his time to go. Natural cause. Natural causes.
Right? He's 95.
Yeah, natural causes. Well, my grandpa lived till 95. He smoked and drank every day. So I don't miss me with the 95 shit. Y'all generation die early, not us. We live, homie. So
you'll be dead next time.
Gene went over to Yang Ting Young and said, listen, I know I mail ordered your ass and brought you in this motherfucker 40 years ago. We've been together since fucking Jump Street. You're loyal to a T. By the way, get you an Asian. They are loyal to the motherfucker. Them Yang Ying Youngs, the motherfuckers are loyal. Came over here, went with Gene Hackman. He said, hey, baby, I'm dying. It's time to go. I'm not going to make it through the night. She said, Gene, how do you want to do it? Do you want to off me and then kill yourself? Or do you want me to kill you and then myself? And then woof woof. And that's how it went, homie. Woof woof went last, homie. Garen fucking T, right? We agree to that, right? We agree to that, right? Agree to that, right?
She killed him, killed herself, and then in the afterlife, she killed the dog.
No, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm trying to make sure we're clear on. Because according to you, you think the dog killed everybody. And then the motherfucker offed himself. Like, what the fuck? So he went out, grabbed the hose, put it in the exhaust, ran that motherfucker through, put the exhaust. You said carbon monoxide, homie.
I mean, the dog did all the stuff.
By the way, here's how carbon monoxide works. We're asleep. Carbon dioxide gets into the filters. Fuck, get up, baby. What the fuck's going on? You don't just carbon monoxide, dead. And shit don't work that way, homie. I'm just want to be clear.
If it's that simple, then why has there been so many? Why has there been deaths of carbon monoxide? Then answer that question. If it's that simple, if what you just said happened and it's that quick, you cough and you give and you leave. Why do people die from it? I'm just asking you a question. I don't know.
Smitty. Because they're either in a car, windows rolled up, they're in a small space with the locked up, no ventilation, can't get out. This is a house, Smitty. So you're telling me in this whole house, I can't open the window. I can't open the window. I can't open the door. I can't fucking that. Come on, homie. And by the way, it's an odorless gas. Yep. So you don't smell it, right? Yep. But you do taste it and you do inhale it and notice right away when you inhale that bitch like, oh, fuck, and I'm out. You don't just sit there and die, homie, that fast. Something happened. Man. Come on, dog.
We'll see. I guess as more information comes out, we'll see. But rest in peace to both of them, the dog I pray for their family, their friends, their loved ones who's probably mourning right now. Death is never a easy thing, you know what I'm saying? So
Smitty did.
Please up for all of them.
Did my cat philosophy backfire and bite me in the ass?
I tried to say yesterday, homie. Cats are smart. Cats would have got the fuck up. Would have got the fuck up out of there. They would have did that little thing. They would have got up out of there, homie.
But did my dog theory bite me in the ass, homie? Did the dog eat the two humans, homie?
Stop. You own one this morning. I don't know what you didn't ate last night. What type of AE you got last night? You were on one this morning, homie. Are you high? I know you don't smoke. Are you high off the? Somebody did George put some weed in your? You know what I mean? Just in your house. You like hot boxing right now?
I'm high. I'm high off life, Smitty. I'm high because you're with me every morning.
Oh, that's adorable.
Pause. That's gay as a motherfucker.
That's the nicest thing Debbie's ever said.
I'll give you a compliment, homie. You didn't say. You gotta say, "Oh, that's what my girl do."
That's some soft shit, though.
Who's off? You or me?
What you just said. The thing you
Leah.
said.
Thank you, Leah. He's supposed to pause, right?
Leah on my side. Leah, that's the homie. Her, we talk all the time. We go way back. So shout out to
Leah thinks you were real feminine on that one.
Regardless, Leah's the homegirl, and if she has a problem or whatever, she'll just hit me up personally, and we'll talk about it behind the scenes. Because she's the real one. She ain't gonna blast me online for everybody. She gonna go 1-on-1. Hey D, I didn't like when you woo. That's how we talk. That's our relationship.
Smitty always seems to fit in. Like, hit me up personally, Leah, and we'll talk about it.
That's just how our friendship has developed into. It ain't nothing like that.
You never spoke to Leah one time.
All right.
So anyway, let's move on to let's move on amicably. We got a lot to discuss.
You can't remember again.
We can't waste 2 hours on cats and dogs today because we did that yesterday. We don't know how. I got a short. Paris cut a vertical. I haven't seen it yet. I've been on the yacht. I'm gonna look at the vertical she did on the cats and dogs, and I'm gonna see how good that is, and we're gonna post that today. The Carson Beck short yesterday, I thought was pretty good. You and I were on with the club video over the club. I thought it was pretty good. But we gotta hit that up. But anyway, Smitty, it's a Truth Telling Thursday, and I let in with the combine leading off today. The NFL interview, which is going to be the main thing. We're going to go watch guys sit there and interview talk about the eagle and the crow, and I guess that's what we're going to get to see today, especially from the quarterback position. But Travis Hunter hopefully participates in both wide receiver and DB drills and skills. I would like to see that shit. I think it's going to be different. It'll be the closest thing to Johnny Manziel coming out in the combine in full gear, which we didn't see. We never saw. And then he comes out in full gear and throws with pads on, which is totally different than throwing with no pads on. And I think his stock rose during that time. That was a smart move by his agent to do that for the first time. I'm surprised more people haven't done it, especially on the tweener list of quarterbacks that need to show certain things like that. I'm curious to see how that unfolds. But he's supposed to do some DB and wideout drills. I'm curious to see if he does it. He'll move up in my stock if he does. I know he's going to do it at Pro Day, I'm hearing, but the rumor is he was supposed to do it today. Is that going to happen? Bailey may know that more than any of us.
I believe he is. What we're hearing, reports are
Bailey's saying he is.
And he is. Yeah. I know he's listed as, I think it says like DB / wide receiver. Like that's how they're labeling him now at the combine as well. They're giving him both positions. So no, I think he's gonna do it, and I'm expecting him to dominate like he always has. There's no until I see otherwise. I'm on the bandwagon, the Travis on the bandwagon, whatever. Until I see otherwise, I expect him to go out there and perform well. So
and then in the news, Abdul Carter, unfortunate mishap has come out that he has a stress fracture. And what kills me every year when this comes out is I'm always curious why it comes out on Combine Day. Like this didn't happen yesterday.
Right.
So somebody either hit it, somebody knew about it and hit it. Another Penn State hidden fucking story. It's crazy. We've seen some great pass rushers, great DNs, great linebackers come out of Penn State and be absolute bust. One comes to mind, Serena Williams in there. But anyway, where are you at with this kid and what's going on with him? Hopefully the kid's healthy. I'd hate to see a waste of talent that never ended up getting to play. Do you think he's still the number one overall pick in come April, which is just a short 8 weeks away? Apparently that he needs 8 weeks to heal.
Right.
Where are you at with this news as Combine begins today?
Nah, I don't think he's number one overall pick.
Really?
Now. Yeah, because of this. Because teams are going to be hesitant as to why. As to how healthy he is. If he doesn't get surgery, it's like, all right, well, is it going to be is it going to linger? How much is it going to slow you down? Is it like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they don't want to get somebody who's likely to get re-injured or make it worse. We'll say off the bat. Number one, number two. Yeah, you're saying 8 weeks he'll be back. Sure, sounds good, but then we got to see how you are when you get back and getting back in shape and he's learning to play. It's just a lot there. So I just think for these teams at the top that has a ton of pressure to get better right now and figure things out right now, they're not trying to take a risk in terms of taking someone who's potentially hurt. So I still think he'll be like a early pick for sure. Let me be clear on that. It's not like he's about to go down the second, third round because of this. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to be the number one overall pick. I wasn't. I've been seeing that on a lot of people's lists. Kind of like their mock drafts, or whatever. But I didn't really think he was going to be number one pick anyway. If I'm being honest. Let alone.
And here's the thing. Here's the issue that I have. I don't actually agree with Josh because, Josh, these hairline fractures, what they do every time you put pressure on them, I've had two of them, the hairline keeps widening and widening and widening. And then it's almost something you can't really find until you get older. And then you see it widen and widen and widen, and then it causes things 10, 12 years down the line. You could maybe get away with it for a few years, but hairline fractures are no joke. They're weight load bearing. They're very, very interesting. I don't know how serious it is, but if they caught it early, they can repair it to almost brand new. So I'm not worried about it. I do agree with Josh on that one. But when you're investing a bunch of money in the first round, first pick overall,
right?
I don't know if you can really risk taking that burden on. And to Smitty's point, I don't know if something's going to happen. I have heard things, though, this morning already from the Combine that their camp is saying it's not serious at all. We'll be fine. We'll be back in 6-7 weeks, blah, blah, blah. So who knows? That's already been reported that his camp, but what is his camp supposed to say? We're fucked. We're done.
Right.
Don't draft us. Don't draft us. We're fucked.
Right.
Well, Coach, actually some news that just came out like this very second from Adam Schefter. Doctors told Penn State, DN obviously projected number one pick Abdul Carter, that after further scans on his right foot, surgery is not advisable. Carter will work out at his March 28th pro day at Penn State. Quote, I couldn't be more confident that this will be a non-factor where he's drafted. Carter's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, said today he will put on a show at his pro day. So there you have it.
Well, there it is. So for everything
good news from Bailey right there.
Yeah.
Informative information from a real show right there. Great job. Go ahead, Smitty. Sorry.
I still, even with that being said, like personally, I didn't have them going number one. Anyway, I think Tennessee needs a quarterback. They need a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're going to go to their biggest need and get a quarterback. So whether that's Cam, whether that's Shador, whether they take a chance with Dart, which I don't see. I'm just saying, I think they're going to go the route of a quarterback, not a defensive end. But I think he'll be a top 10 pick. But that's where I'm at. But this is good news, though. I'm glad that it's not that serious. I'm glad that he'll still be performing on his pro day because he is a freak talent. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they're comparing him to Michael Parsons. Of course, that's the easy, comparison right there. But he is similar, though, in terms of athleticism, getting to the quarterback, being able to move him around, linebacker, DN, kind of that, hybrid guy. So I'm glad to hear that it wasn't that serious as to what they're saying. So,
yeah. I agree. Hopefully, I never want to see that done before it even happens, man. That's just a shitty deal. That happens. And then today, Smitty, even furthermore, this is the day of the Combine. Shit.
Bless you.
Damn.
You've been doing that a lot lately, homie. I'm glad I'm not with you.
Bad cat.
Nah,
So
on that yacht every day.
Bad cat. So
I'm washing your hands.
And not the kitty cat, pure mew mew. Not the
Why people season their hand? Black people we season our horn.
No, black people don't even do nothing. Like motherfucker, you don't even do nothing. I had to cuss a motherfucker out there. I had to cuss this bad motherfucker out, homie. Homie, real shit. Ask Ruben. I had to cuss this bitch out yesterday, homie. This bitch had a mask on. A woke, liberal, left, weird fucking broad. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's what it was. And this fucking fat little baby is sitting there, homie, sitting there in the fucking walkway at a restaurant, homie. I said, can you put a mask on this motherfucker? You got one on, you fucking Karen, and this fucking kid, your fat little wobble body fucking little gay boy don't have one on? I said, are you fucking kidding me? And this fat fucking kid's got snot coming out his fucking fat nose. He's got fucking faces red as a fucking beet. And I'm sitting there like, this fat bitch is sitting there, Smitty. I swear to God, you'd be pissed off on me. This bitch is sitting there like this with a mask on while her fat kid is just sneezing on everybody's fucking fried rice. And I'm sitting there like, what in the fuck, homie? What kind of fucking parent are you to let this fat kid eat all everybody's shit? Just fuck. Homie, I had to cuss this motherfucker out, and I knew right away what she was. I'm appalled. Ask Ruben, homie. You laugh like a motherfucker. I'm telling you, homie. I said, bitch, you should be appalled for putting that motherfucker in this world. You fat fuck. But anyway, sorry about that. It wasn't part of the rant or anything. This is
it's crazy, man.
Combine today. This is the Combine. And you know what happens, Smitty? What happens, Smitty? We dig shit up.
We do.
We're going to dig shit up. We're going to find something. We're going to find shit on you. We're going to find a bunch of shit. And the next best pass rusher, in my opinion, is the Mike Green kid out of Marshall. And already, he's got off the field allegations. He's got off the field fucking issues. And now he's sitting there addressing off the field issues to the media. Do you find it ironic that we don't talk about a lot of this before the Combine, but then on the Combine day, all this shit shows up, and now he's having to address his off the field issues as he might be the best pass rusher right now at today with the news to Abdul Carter. Do you find that ironic?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I think some of this stuff, yeah, they're probably just saving it for Combine Day, number one, because
that's
like,
crazy.
Yeah,
put a name on it, like you say, right? You say put a name on it. Where's the name from the GMs or whoever? Where's the allegation? Who's saying it?
Like, who's putting it out there? I mean, you know as well as I do that these coaches and they send people out to go ask. They'll talk to your high school fucking coach. They'll talk to your middle school. They do a super deep dive into all things you before they decide what they're going to do for drafting you. So, I mean, is it possible that they didn't find out certain things until last minute and now just not asking? I guess. But in reality, I think they're just waiting for the Combine Day when you're going to be right there in front of them to be able to ask whatever questions that they want to. And that's when the storylines typically come out. Or maybe it was a smaller storyline at their university and their college coach kind of kept it on the hush-hush. But then now it's Combine time, now they're making the bigger news. There's so many different situations of how news can come out. But yeah, like you said, it's Combine. These guys are literally these teams are making actual business investments in you. The dollar amount that they're paying is like making a literal business investment. So they're going to make sure that they're getting their ROI on whoever they decide to pick up in this draft. So
this is what happens, and I know for a fact that I get these calls every year. Not this year, first year I haven't had one in a long time. I even got one last year, and I hadn't coached in 4 years because I still had players going to get the draft process. Now it's over. My cycle's done as far as my players go. Here's the thing. Every team used to call me for Jermaine Johnson, Calvin Jackson, Raheem Boyd, fucking everybody would call me in these teams and ask me about anything I knew from elementary school days. I know for a fact, because people don't understand, NFL security, each team has their own security, and then the NFL has security over all the teams. And one of my good friends is the head of NFL security now, and to this day, they will do a deep dive into you on Combine Day. I'm just telling you right now, like they'll look into your elementary school days, your mother, your father, your fucking backstory on how you were with teachers, everything, homie. It's unbelievable. DUIs, DMV records, credit card debt is a real one. Real shit. Credit card debt is, they'll look into that shit like, oh, you have debt, you don't pay it off, you're lazy, blah, blah, blah. All these things, homie. Like, there's and it's wild that they look into it, but it is what it is, man. That's just real shit. They're going to look into it. Like you said, ROI on this thing is not to be taken lightly. So I'm just letting you know, they are going to do a deep dive. And apparently the Mike Green kid has some issues from high school. Some SAs apparently is what accusations are. Those are always serious. As Justin Tucker will tell you, shout out to Justin Tucker and his wife standing by him right now. He's dealing with all that drama, but it's interesting. It's going to be interesting. Smitty, let's move on to the quote of the day to get the show started. Brought to you by BetUS. Why are you laughing?
Get the show started. I was laughing. Let's get it started, though. But, yeah, BetUS, man. Bet up to $2,000 in your first deposit and get 150% welcome bonus plus security and protection. But, JB, what do we got today?
Sleep doesn't help if your soul is tired.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that, man. That's top 37.
Sleep don't help, Smitty. I don't give a fuck. Sleep don't help you at all if your soul is tired.
My soul's tired right now.
Why are you tired? Your energy is horrific because you're not matching my energy because you think I'm high or something. I'm not high at all. Just normal. That's normal business.
Shaking this shit. Like I can tell you to drink a couple Red Bull. Like you different energy. Like this ain't positive energy. This is I'm concerned for you. You shaking this shit. Like you moving around like a dope fiend right now. Like I'm normal energy. I'm good. I feel good. I rested. My hair looks
so good. You're normal. I'm just like,
oh yeah, you over the top. You talking about dogs eating the fucking humans and motherfuckers on the Epstein list and you on some different energy right now. So I gotta watch you. Like you talking about puffing out fat kids and motherfucker. You so I'm normal, homie. Your soul is your heart going crazy right now. Stop drinking out of energy drinks, homie.
I don't drink energy drinks. Never had. I don't drink Monster and Red Bull and all that. I don't do all that.
It's not Red Bull. Y'all shout on people that Red Bull. 5-hour energy. Stop
Red Bull. I mean Red Bull. Yeah.
5-hour don't pay no more, homie.
And you know I've never taken a drug in my life. Not one drug. Weed. No fucking pills. Never did coke.
Alcohol is a drug, though, homie.
Huh?
Alcohol is a drug.
Alcohol's not a drug. Alcohol's not a drug. Alcohol's not a drug. By definition, it's not a drug.
It's worse than a drug, homie.
Weed ain't a drug, apparently. To all the weed heads, they'll say it's not a drug. From the earth, coach. From the earth.
Liquor is worse than weed, though, if we being real. Let's be real.
No, it's not.
Hell, no, you crazy as hell. You crazy as
hell. I've never known alcohol to turn a motherfucker lazy. I've never known alcohol to turn a motherfucker into a tard. And I've never known alcohol
weed to call motherfucker to go speed 150 miles per hour, go crash the speed on the murder. I know alcohol to make motherfucker throw up belligerently and get carry out the club and black out. Never know weed. So I'm saying we can go that route. We can go that route. That's what I'm saying.
Weed definitely makes me throw up. You definitely can throw up from weed. Definitely throw up from weed.
Is horrible. Liquor's horrible for you. Like, listen,
liquor should be sold. Liquor should be sold at every candy store right on the regular aisle. I think everybody should be able to get liquor. I think liquor should just be able to get. You should be able to buy liquor anywhere.
Let's move on to the.
I think McDonald's. I think fucking McDonald's. And I think everybody should serve liquor. Like you should be able to order a Makers and Coke from McDonald's. Like in line. Like, can I get a Maker's Coke with an Angel Reese meal?
A Happy Meal and a fucking Maker's Coke.
This is Angel Reese. Hey, homie, I just found out yesterday. What is that? What do they say? Tell me when you're this old when you found out or whatever. I was this day's old or whatever when I found out Angel Reese, that don't sexualize her, is on McDonald's Happy Meal burger or something. She brought some burger back home.
Meal burger. Yeah, they always do that.
My fuck.
It's like a barbecue bacon cheeseburger, a fry, and a drink. It's not a big deal. She's the brand ambassador. They paid her to sponsor it. It's her own custom meal, whatever. It's not a big deal, homie.
Live visibility restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because your live does not comply with For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines. Reason, discussing drugs or other regulated substances. But good news, per Elon Musk and Donald Trump, who have brought us back, you can continue this live right now and have no repercussions. Thanks, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, for taking over China's TikTok. And JB, you, for instance, can continue the live. Cool. So that's what I just read on the thing.
Word for word.
Let's get into
contrary to belief. Contrary to belief. Use some fucking water, homie.
Well, guess what, TikTok? Fuck you, motherfuckers. Give a fuck about your live, bitch.
But he still get on there every day.
For the people, homie. For the people. If you could, here's the contrary to belief for your ass, though, because I'm tired of fucking paying out my pocket, and that's why I made this myself. So anybody out there that disagrees with you, fuck you too. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. If you can pay $175 to get your motherfucking nails did, I'm going to say did for the hood broads out there and the hood rats. If you can pay $175 to get your motherfucking nails did and your weaves installed, and then the homies buy $250 Jordans, then my tax dollars shouldn't be paying for your food stamps, motherfucker. Fuck your food stamps. And I'm from the hood who lived and grew up on food stamps.
You better argue on this one.
For your fucking food stamps, Smitty. I'm tired of it. Go ahead.
Number one, racist contrary to belief. Number one, because you're putting it direct. Let's be real. You're putting it directly towards black people. So you're insinuating that black people are the only people on food stamps. Number one. That's number one. Off the bat.
Let me read it from Let me read the whole thing.
You said weaves. You said all this shit. Let's be real. That the black people use. So you're insinuating that black people are the only people use food stamps when hella fucking white people use food stamps as well. That's number one off the bat. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the quote. Number one. Number two, as another hood cat who grew up fucking struggling and who needed fucking food stamps and needed that shit to survive, I completely disagree with your take.
Micro.
Say what it is. At the end of the day, you call it micro. Call me selfish. Call it what it is. Put your finger down, homie. I don't like your finger doing that. Put your finger down.
That's why I'm saying it, homie. That's why I made the fucking quote. What do you mean? You kill me with that shit, homie. I'm from Compton, homie. Don't get it twisted. I sit in the 6 hour line.
We know Compton's popular. It's more hoods than Compton.
You with that micro shit, homie. You with that micro shit. There's more white people on food stamps than black people. Shut the fuck up.
I know.
Shut up.
That's my point.
Homie, you missed me with your race baiting shit, homie. It's bullshit. It ain't no race bait, homie. I said it for a reason. If you can pay $175 to get your nails done, white bitch, Asian, Mexican, black, and if my homie, white boy, can go buy $250 Jordans, then my tax dollars shouldn't be paying for your motherfucking food stamps. Miss me with your black and white shit, homie. You sound just like all these other race-baiting Ryan Clark motherfuckers. Fuck all that. I'm tired of it. When you own a house, Smitty, you're going to fucking agree with me in 20 years, homie. Bet money on it.
It's not just about me, homie.
Bet money.
I'm not going to ever forget where I came from.
Bet money, homie.
About the little man. I'm not.
Bullshit.
How much money I get? Yeah, don't nobody like taxes. We get it. Don't nobody like taxes. Like I'm losing.
So are you okay? Are you talking about the white folks on food stamps? Are you talking about the white boys on food stamps too? Then.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh, now you stuttering.
I grew up in Indiana, homie.
So why are you only talking about the brothers on it?
Everybody. I grew up poor.
Why are you only talking about the brothers on it?
I said poor. That's what I grew up in. So I understand how important getting fucking assistance was.
Rewind it, baby. Rewind it. Motherfucker just came out and said it.
Now, you forgot about all that shit.
No, homie. You're making it about race. How did I forget about it, homie? I'm the one that brought it up, motherfucker. How did I forget about it?
You must have forgot what it was like, homie. You got
What do you
your
mean
money
I forgot
now.
it was like? No, motherfucker. I become macro.
You selfish now, homie.
I become macro.
Selfish now. You selfish.
I become macro, not micro.
You selfish now, homie.
No, you just young and don't realize yet that's gonna bite you in the ass. But you'll thank me one day, I promise.
I won't.
Yeah, you will.
You no longer care about the little man. You no longer care about the hood. You no longer care about people's problems. The only thing you care about is your situation and your tax. Nobody else.
You like yesterday. JB, you was right. I'm not even gonna front, but I can't say it public, but you was right. Like you was saying like 10 years, watch. You're like, damn, baby, my fucking property tax is crazy. I've been paying for these motherfucking Hamas debit cards. Nah, for real? Hell yeah. Motherfucker get $5,000 when they come in, this motherfucker. Biden gave all that shit over there, but then they sent the other money over fucking Ukraine.
Come on, Biden. Trump supposed to be the last president. We should be good now, right?
He gonna be the last president? Ever?
He said
Poll question, Smitty. Poll question. I don't know why Smitty does this. Fuck. Anyway, poll question. Who will be the number 1 overall NFL draft pick? That's the poll question.
Cam Ward.
In news of Abdul Carter, in the latest news of Abdul Carter, who will be the number 1 overall draft pick?
Cam Ward's going first.
Cam Ward.
Yep, going first to Tennessee. He's gonna be Bailey's quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. I think you look at just what he did this year, last couple of years, but this past year specifically, numbers wise, wins, how he turned Miami around. I think he's the most, I would say, established or safest quarterback, I would say, in this draft. There's no guarantees, obviously, in this year. There's no Andrew Luck. There's no, Peyton Manning's, of course. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no, like, Joe Burrows, none of those guarantees. So, who knows which guy will be the guy, but I think Tennessee, I can see Cam Ward going first to Tennessee. I don't see Shador in Tennessee don't sound right to me. I don't know why. I just don't. I don't see Shador being in Tennessee. It don't even. That market doesn't make sense to me. I know that sounds silly. I just don't see that. So Cam Ward.
I'm with you. Bailey's stuck on it. I'm with you. Bailey's stuck on the Tennessee thing. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like Shador in Tennessee don't even matter.
They drafted too many quarterbacks in recent time. Is my only issue. Like, can they? I mean, Will Levis is a bust. I don't know, whatever you want to call him. They drafted the other kid. They drafted Malik Willis. What happened to him? What happened to him?
Need to get him back.
That's my point, Bailey. They drafted him though, homie. They shipped him out. That's my point. You can't keep drafting quarterbacks that are into being bust. Your franchise will eventually fold because of it. You're gonna have to go get a lineman or a fucking pass rusher or something. Yeah. I don't know if they can risk it on a Shador Sanders. That's all I'm saying. Now, do they take a Travis Hunter? Makes more sense to me than Shador Sanders.
Travis Hunter
in Tennessee, I think Bailey likes that too, though. But I think he said that on his show. But Travis makes more sense to me in Tennessee than Shador.
I agree with that too. Yeah, I agree with that. I see Travis or Cam. I can see the DN going potentially too. But I don't know why. If Shador was to get drafted to Tennessee, I'd be shocked. Honestly, I'm not gonna be like, it has nothing to do with the number 1 pick. It's the team that has the number 1 pick. That market, it don't fit Shador. I almost feel like Dion would step in, honestly, and say something and make some moves to not make it happen. Again, this is me guessing. I'm not saying nothing came out on this. It's just my opinion. I just don't feel like Shador would want to be in Tennessee, but we'll see.
Hey, P. Rowland, just real quick. I don't want to be political, but T. Rowland, you're ignorant. You don't know what you're talking about. The gold cards are paying for themselves, not our tax dollars. Have you read it? Have you looked into the article? Have you seen the bylaw? Have you seen what they proposed? The gold card is actually a pretty smart reason why there's a motherfucking billionaire president right now, because he's actually fixing the motherfucker instead of fucking collapsing it like y'all president did. But anyway, the gold card is actually not being paid by our tax dollars. So go look it up.
Y'all got the same president, y'all.
So I mean, I'm just saying.
I love how both sides be like, y'all president. Like,
I know. That's
like,
right. But that's
now
my
that
point.
Trump is in there, everybody all the Democrats. Now that's y'all president. When Biden was there, that was y'all. At the end of the day, our president, whether we like him or not.
Hey, thank you for saying that. But you know what? That's why I said the other day about the card, the Trump, the MAGA and American flags are synonymous now. No, they're not. Like, but we've made it that way. Like, that's the problem. That's what's fucked up. Y'all there. Like, motherfucker, every country does a gold card. Every single one. Go look it up. Pat Perez goes all over the world. Guess what they all have? Gold cards. You know who doesn't have it? Us. Y'all can't even find your motherfucking money where it's been going. And you mad at Elon Musk. I don't like Elon Musk. I told y'all. I don't like the motherfucker. He worse than Tyreek Hill.
Elon.
He got more kids than Tyreek Hill, homie.
And why he doing it, homie? That's my conspiracy. Why? It's like he's trying to build some. I don't trust him, bro.
You think he building a robotic? He building
like a fucking empire. Like, I don't not trust. Y'all
with his own kids. With his own kids.
The ringleader, the little son, he a genius already. Motherfucker, 7 years old, be at the White House like Donald Trump. Shut up. And he be running shit, and Trump be listening. Like, I don't know, bro.
Hey, but here's the cold part.
Elon crazy, bro. I don't trust that, bro.
Y'all mad at him though for digging up where our money been. But y'all ain't mad at Biden and them for firing everybody who didn't take the shot. That's what's crazy to me, homie. Like, you even are mad. You're even mad that you got people that got fired for not taking the shot or being forced to, hence Smitty, hence my boy Ruben at the doctor's office. But nobody's mad about that. Like, that's crazy to me. They're mad at that we're finding money where our money's been going, but not mad about motherfuckers being fired for taking the shot. Crazy. Anyway,
for sure.
Smitty, I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be very interesting. Does Travis Hunter go 1 in my book? Because it's gonna be interesting. I won't be shocked if he goes 1. But I also
how
won't
vital will the combine be to determine that? You know what I'm saying? Like we talked about earlier.
For Travis, it's still totally. That's why I said I tried to be clear, man. When I talked about the quarterback the other day, quarterback's a different. It should be at a different deal. When it comes to quarterback, I need to see the it factor. I need to see fucking all the intangibles in person. Like Mike McDaniel said the other day or whatever. Travis Hunter, it doesn't matter who you play against. If I can see your hips turn and run, I can see you press a guy, and I can see your ball skills in a game, whether it was D2, D3. Why do you think Pete Carroll took a D2 corner so fucking early in Seattle? Because he was 6'4", and he had ball skills. It didn't matter what competition he was going against. Quarterback, totally different element, totally different ball game. That's why Travis, I could see actually going in and interviewing. I'd be much more to talk about that and say, oh, you know what, I could see that. But for him to go out here and do these other things in front and do both sides, because maybe he's getting people in his circle telling him, there's questions about you over here. You're not big enough. You're not physical enough at wideout. Can you play corner and actually sustain hitting somebody? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I've seen enough of Travis Hunter. Just my eyes work as far as skill set goes. I know he could do either side, and I know now it must come down to finite tuning, like where are we going to see him at? Because to be honest, I think you and I both agree he ain't going to play 100% both ways in the NFL.
Yeah.
So what side? I guess because that's probably fucking huge for an NFL GM. Am I picking you 1 at corner, or am I picking you 1 at wideout? Am I picking you 1 50-50? It's going to come down to. I think that's why they're probably pressing him to do both drills and skills and drills today. So I don't know, but I can see him going.
Somebody was it the Jags GM or somebody said it was getting interviewed the other day and basically said that, you know, if they were to draft them, that they would have no problem with them playing both sides. But like to your point, it's not going to be 100% thing. It might be, you know, 80% receiver, 20% DB, or vice versa, or something like that. So I think he'll play both sides. It won't be like, you know.
Let me ask you this: if you we've heard the narrative for a long time, we're going to take the best available player. Right? We're going to take the best player available. You've always heard that. Is Travis Hunter the best player available, or is Travis Hunter the best athlete in this draft?
Best player.
Because there's two different things. There's two different things right there.
That is a good one.
Are you the best athlete, am I taking the best athlete in this draft or the best player available in this draft? The best player available, in my opinion, would be Abdul Carter, unless he's hurt. The best athlete in the draft is Travis Hunter. He can do both. He could probably return punts. He's multifaceted. He can do 3 things right there. I can put him in a pinch at corner. I can play him in the slot on offense 90 snaps, or vice versa. Whatever you guys decide to put it, wherever you put him. I can play 90% on defense, and I can throw him a tunnel screen. I can throw him a tunnel screen on offense here and there. And he can return punts. So,
do it all.
But that's athlete, Smitty. Let's be real. That's an athlete. That's a freak athlete. That's a Deion Sanders-esque athlete. Is he the best player available, though? Because my team needs players, specific players. So Abdul Carter is a specific player. I need a pass rusher. I need a guy that can, quarter drop the boundary and we can fucking, blitz him off the edge on the short edge, in coverage. He can drop. I need a guy to replace Miles Garrett. That's a player. You're not replacing Miles Garrett with Travis Hunter. I'm just being real. So my question is just, is it a specific player available, best player available, or is it the best athlete? And that's what I'm just asking you. Like, where are these teams at? In that first 6, 7, 8, wherever you think Travis Hunter goes, is it athletic or is it player? And that's just
it depends on team need.
There's slots I need to fill on my roster.
Right.
Athlete may not be one.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on team need. If you're somebody who needs a pass rusher, then it's a no-brainer. You're gonna go with Abdul. If you need a receiver, then you would lean Travis. Or if you need a corner, you would lean Travis. Or you know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about Travis. It's like we're getting a 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? And to an extent, again, he's not gonna play 100% both sides. But again, you're getting a guy who has the ability to play both. So it's almost like you're getting 2 players in one, which is what I think makes him special. Because he's not just a great athlete, he's also a great player who's also athletic. He's a guy who, to me, is a top 5 corner and a top 5 receiver in this draft. And you can put him anywhere in that number how you want to do it, 1 through 5, but he's top 5 in both positions, which is scary, which is a freak. So it's just a once in a lifetime generation type player. If you got a chance to get him, and you're kind of, you're a team who I'm trying to think, like your team who already has the quarterback. If you're the Patriots, for example, for some reason, he falls to pick 4, you feel like you already got your quarterback in Drake May, you damn sure you better go get Travis Hunter. You know what I'm saying? If you're the Jags and you still believe in Trevor Lawrence, you damn sure better get Travis Hunter. Now those first 3 teams, Tennessee, Cleveland, because they're kind of I don't know what's going on with the Deshaun Watson situation. And then the Giants, those first 3 teams, to me, all could make an argument that they need a quarterback. So I understand if they want to go that route. But yeah, or Cleveland, to your point, if they're thinking about, trading away Myles Garrett and they want to replace him, I can see why they might want to go get an Abdul Carter. You know what I'm saying? Getting Travis Hunter may not make the most sense for Cleveland, considering their situation, knowing they don't have a sustainable quarterback. They may lose Myles Garrett. How much impact could Travis really have on that particular team? So, you know what I mean? I think fit matters. But if I'm the Patriots, I'm the Jags, I'm the Raiders, that next group right there, if he falls to that line, you'd be crazy not to pick him up, in my opinion. So, good question, though, JB. It's something to think about for sure. That's what makes the draft so interesting. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, it's something interesting. I don't know. Let's dive into the rundown, Smitty. Or actually, we're going to take a what do we got?
Hey,
commercial.
We can take a quick break. I'm going to go move my car. Please drink some water and do some deep breaths.
Hey, Bailey, what do you want me to do with my rant? Can I do my 4-minute rant right now?
Do what you want. It's your show, homie.
Smitty, let's do a 4-minute rant right now, because I don't know. This is going to be an interesting one. I might as well. I'm on this Coke. Let's dive into it. Let's go. Compton in the house, Bailey. Bring it in.
Without a doubt. It's Compton. Without a doubt. It's Compton.
I got a rant. It's going to be interesting. I got a very interesting rant for you guys. Very interesting rant for you guys right now. And here is what it is. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. And Smitty, you can have Smitty on for this, Bailey, because I'm interested to hear his take on this. If you haven't watched this Netflix series called Instagram Scam Artist, go watch it. In a world where social media can shape public opinion, this series on Netflix explores how unscrupulous influencers can exploit misinformation for their own gain. This short documentary series, I believe it's only 3 episodes, I just watched it myself, examines a true story of this broad named Belle Gibson, not Mel Gibson. I thought I was hearing Mel Gibson, Smitty, when I was watching. I was like, Mel Gibson's involved in this motherfucker? Her name is Belle with a B.
Yeah.
Belle Gibson from Australia, a social media influencer who had millions of followers and came out as some sort of wellness guru who built her fame on a web of lies. Now listen to this shit. This girl named Belle Gibson is a habitual fucking liar. And you people out there who made her millions and millions of dollars, and the millions of people that she scammed are straight up dumb as fucking rocks. You believe these folks that you don't know, that you never met, and you continue to give them money for a holistic healing and for Bitcoins, as in Haktua and the big titty walking bets broad, and then blame all of them when you get your fucking money snatched. Get the fuck out of here. Blame your motherfucking self. You fucks are a bunch of idiots, and arguably, I'll argue, worse than the scammer themselves. People, wake the fuck up and stop buying this bullshit and start helping people you actually know. The infatuation in online people that you have with stars and celebrities and people who will never chill with you ever blows my motherfucking mind. Help your goddamn homies out, your loved ones, your family, and someone you actually know who needs your help. How about your homie startup business? Instead of buying fucking Jordans or fucking P. Diddy's vodka, how about you go buy your own homie's vodka and your own homie's shoes or Smitty's merch or Smitty's gear? Stop buying motherfucker shit and investing in motherfuckers you don't know shit. Shame on you. Fuck the scammer. You know how many scammers are out there, Smitty? Fuck the scammer. Shame on your dumb motherfucking asses for buying Bitcoin from a fucking bitch who said Haktua, and stop buying motherfucker walks around with bets that never hit with big titties, and you fucking mad at them? Mad at your motherfucking self, homie. Be mad at your motherfucking self. But that's my daily rant, Smitty. Smitty, don't you always see motherfuckers buying shit and then I'm like, damn, homie, why you didn't buy my slapdick whiskey?
Yeah, it's because they buy what's quote unquote popular. You know, whatever the rappers made popular, the singers, the actors, the actresses, social media.
You don't know.
Whatever they made popular, you don't know them, or because other people are buying it, or because you know they're popular. Now they want you to. You feel like you got to buy it now just to be a part of the group, but they don't support the own.
Yeah,
people.
I mean, you don't even know these motherfuckers. They, like you say about politicians. Yeah. None of these motherfuckers gonna go help you. You don't know them.
Yeah.
Like. But you really be all hard on these motherfuckers buying their shit and wearing the shit.
Yeah, 100%. And I watched the first episode of that the other night. You know, I don't want to give away too much, but what she was doing was crazy, and people was really just all in on it.
The last episode's crazy. The bitch comes out as a Hamas.
You fucking lying.
She came out in a fucking full on and was trying to speak it, homie. And then the Hamas found out who she was. Like after like 6 months, she was getting them too. She moved all the way over there and was acting like a Hamas, and fucking they bought in, and she was trying to do like this holistic healing with
them over there.
Yeah, after the show, after the shit came out who she was, homie. Homie, the bitch is bad. I get it. I like the bitch. Not bad bitch, like fine. I mean,
no, you mean like she bad?
Yeah, she scammed it. She a scam artist like a motherfucker. She cold scam artist. I mean, fuck it. She gonna keep doing it, and you dumb motherfuckers is.
Was he talking about like healing, like her cancer, and be able to make herself feel good?
Hey, the bitch is getting healthier and healthier on Instagram. Like the bitch is just looking fine.
Good as her skin.
You know, and the dumb bitches that are on there crying She was just eating berries and she was just getting healthier and healthier. She was eating oatmeal and it was just like unbelievable. She was out there playing hoop 3-on-3, fucking crossing over Jordan, and she had a fucking brain aneurysm.
Her homegirl, who's her friend, who ended up calling her out, was like, I started being skeptical because we would go out sometime and she's buying us rounds of shots and
no shit, dumbass, no shit. How about fucking wake up right there, homie? The bitch fell down and put some fucking Pepto-Bismol in her mouth. She put some Pepto-Bismol in her mouth and fucking foamed up. And then they said, we're going to call the cops. The bitch hopped up, was like, I'm good. We don't need to call nobody. Yep. And they believed it. You believe that shit? By the way, you don't have seizures, homie, and just pop up in your face and everything's straight. You dumb fuck.
And then they asked her homegirl asked her, she was pressing her, she said, what's the name of your doctor? Motherfucker said, Dr. Phil, homie. This shit, Dr. Phil.
And they have no clue where Dr. Phil is.
Right, they have no idea.
You guys should go watch this shit on Netflix. Go watch that show. I think it's actually called How to Catch an Instagram Scammer or whatever I said it was. No, Instagram Scam Artist that you need to see. Yeah, go check that shit out, man. It's unbelievable. People fucking make people generational wealth, Smitty, that they've never met.
I'm jealous because, like, I'm a guy who's trying to get rich, do it the right way. And I see these motherfuckers like over here getting rich doing whatever they got to do. It's like,
you know, it's crazy. Cats be like tripping on us talking shit though, because we're selling a hoodie and a hat.
Like, come on,
like, real shit.
Really,
you see us every day, and if you see us in the street, we're the same motherfucker we are on this show.
Yep.
And your motherfucking ass talking about we getting over on you.
How?
And you went and bought 10 bottles of fucking P. Diddy oil, and you're the one talking shit about my fucking merch.
We ain't making no money on this show, homie. I ain't got paid yet. Baby ain't got paid nothing. JB barely make money. He barely surviving, homie. If we some scammers, we the worst scammers out.
Oh, you check your Venmo, by the way?
Oh, yeah, appreciate you, my guy. Yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, it'll be there Friday.
Friday?
Well, because sometimes I do the instant.
Shit, don't say. Nah, you BPS, homie. That's BPS to them motherfucker.
I want all my yeah.
Now that's hood. That's just regular hood. Smitty, wait till he said Friday. I sent him Venmo a week ago. He won't get paid till this Friday because he don't want the $3.99 taken out of the Venmo for instant.
Well, you sent me a little more than usual, so it's more than $3.99. I was like, man, I can use that. That's a meal. That's fucking.
What was it, like $20?
$25. I was like, hell no, 25 right here in the guy. It was $25. I said, hell no, I ain't about to give out $25 because I didn't need it on Wednesday. I said, fuck, I'm gonna wait till Friday anyway. Rent due the first is this weekend, so I'll just hold on to it till the weekend, get it. $25 on me. I can make that stretch, homie. I can. I'm really from the hood. Y'all be thinking I'm lying. I swear to God, I really grew up broke as fuck. I can make $25 stretch if I need to. I'm not about to just throw that out down the drain. Hell no.
Homie, I'll send you the extra $25 to cover it if you need it that day.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. Now that I know, I'll hit you up next time.
I tell you. I don't know why. I can tell you. I don't know if you have a real bank. You have American Bank?
Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever source. Any way you want to pay me, I can get.
That's a young shit. That's a young shit, homie. I don't have none of that shit. I don't want none of that dumb shit. And ladies out here, hate to call y'all out your name. But bitches especially. Y'all got to stop putting your shit just Cash App me.
Yeah, not doing that.
Bitch, I don't know you. You think I'm Cash Apping you, you fucking hood rat? I don't know you. Anyway, let's take a commercial break. Steve Kim's on the other side. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
4. has come out with a show called Wags to Riches, highlighting the lives and girlfriends of sports stars. It includes the wags of Chad Ochocinco, Tyreek Hill, and Robbie Chosen Anderson. And I gotta show you this trailer right now. Wait.
Time out. Start over. What?
Wags to Riches. Wags, WAGS stands for wives and girlfriends. So it's the wives and girlfriends of sports stars. So you have Chad Ochocinco's ex-girl, actually. This probably got pre-recorded before they broke up. You got Tyreek Hill's wife and Robbie Chosen Anderson's girl as well. We have a trailer right here. We're going to watch it.
Robbie Chosen Anderson.
The receiver who changed his name to Chosen. He was with the Jets, I believe, and he moved to the Panthers.
I don't know if I want to see this.
He's a fair receiver. Well, we're going to show it for the fans regardless, so take a listen.
Old definition of wags was like, oh, I'm a kept bitch, but now I'm making my money. That's the new wag. Nice camera action. I'm loud.
In this circle, all with high-profile men that elevate us, but we elevate their ass too. We have our own businesses. 2 hustlers are better than 1.
Even being with the athlete, never financially depend on a man.
Your girl be a rich-ass developer.
So, I mean, listen, I probably tune into the show with my girl. You know, my girl like to watch little stuff like that sometimes. So I'll probably be with her, watch it with her. You know what I'm saying? Before we make love on the living room couch. So I don't know nothing about none of these dudes' girls. The only person I kind of know a little bit about is Chad's old girl, because she her own boss. Like she's really deep into the real estate. She had her own like reality real estate show on Netflix before. The other ladies, I don't know what they do at all. I've never seen them before at all. But JB, I'm sure you're gonna be watching that with probably some of your AEs next couple of weeks, or what's your plan?
First of all, I don't watch Netflix. Second of all, I wouldn't go to your house and sit on your couch ever again, or ever. I never have yet, but I never will. So thanks for.
You tell me you ain't ever fucked on your couch? Don't lie.
Say what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard what I said.
No, I haven't.
You never fucked on your couch ever in your life.
And first of all, rephrase what you said, homie. You just said, you're telling me you've never gotten fucked on your couch.
No,
that
I said no. Rewind it. Flip that off and put it on the no.
Holy shit! No, I haven't got fucked.
Say that.
I haven't got fucked on my couch.
I did not say that, homie. Dead homie.
And by the way, yeah, I don't get fucked.
Dead homie.
By the way,
say that. You do get tongue fucked down there.
By the way, though,
I didn't ask you that, homie.
Contrary to your belief, though.
You get all.
I got multiple rooms. I do most of the shit like in the theater or the lounge. You know, I don't do that on the couches because the couches stay. You know, I'm never in there, Smitty. Have you ever seen me in there?
You're right, because like you got that. It's white. You got the car. Yeah, you real particular about your couch. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't let the fucking
lounge on the cigar table before. On the bar.
Not on a cigar table. Too high. No, on a stool though. The stool is the best way to fuck a bitch. She straddles this.
Okay.
You know that, right?
You talking about you straddle and you lean her over and you keep the ass off the edge?
Only like this. She sit on the motherfucker. I don't want to demonstrate, but she sit on it like this. I mean, like sitting at the bar, but the ass is off.
Get off the chair.
We are back in the building, and Tuesday. And Steve Kim's going to join us right here on the other side. I just want to give you a program update. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Shaun King will be joining Smitty and I for an hour each day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Shaun King will join us for an hour. You got Steve Kim Tuesday, Thursdays, and Matt McChesney Monday, Fridays for right now in the spring. So just giving you guys an update on on everything. So, Shaun, I was just letting everybody know, Smitty, Shaun King will join us Monday, Wednesday, Friday for an hour. Matt, Monday, Fridays. And then you got Steve, Tuesday, Thursdays. And then special guests will be interviewing guys as they come on. And gals. White folks say gals. So let's bring our main man in, the Korean Cosell himself, the co-host of Whitlock's Fearless and the co-host with Mario Lopez on the 3 Knockdown Rule. Our main man, Steve Kemp, is here. Steve, welcome in.
Morning. Hey, Coach, I'm actually halfway through that documentary you talked about, the first internet scammer or Instagram scammer. And there's also another one that Mario really recommends called Scamanda, which is very similar. I'm just going to say this right now. The next female that says they have cancer and is raising money, I'm just going to say 2 words. Bitch, please. Sorry. I am just now a full-blown cynic. Okay?
Hey, how many have we seen? Seriously, like 20?
This is the funniest thing, though. I actually like the cookbook, that holistic cookbook with the pomegranate lemonade.
You bought it?
No. I like it.
Oh.
I like it because I was looking at some of the pages during the thing. I was like, wow, it's pretty healthy. Now, it won't cure cancer. Let's be honest. It'll make your urine a little bit healthier. Okay? Your
that be true.
will come out smoother. It's not going to cure cancer, though. That's the healthiest looking sick person since Magic with HIV the last 30 years.
She was out there fucking
Nobody was a
3-on-3
little
and shit.
suspicious that there was no, pictures of her looking like a cancer patient. But anyway, it was a good run.
Hey, you know what's funny? That guy that went and researched her up and found out she was like a fucking.
Well, don't say too much. Steve's not done yet.
I know, but I get the gist of it. But nobody, she couldn't show a picture of her with the bald head and a bandana.
Right.
The only one I trust less than her right now is Floyd Schofield and his father. But that's it. But no, bitch.
Real quick, Steve, because I'm glad you brought that up. Can you tell people what are they accusing Gervonta or whoever? What are they
it was Shakur.
I'm sorry, Shakur. Yeah, Shakur.
My old buddy, Shakur. Yeah, Shakur. Look, I don't think they ever wanted the fight. They played a game of chicken, and then they ended up getting the fight. Shakur Stevenson was Babe Ruth like a week and a half ago. He said, I think they're going to try to find a way out of the fight. And I was like, what? And they were both there. The father started saying that either snack products, they had something to do with it. And by the way, snack products, use promo code K9Kim at snack.com for 25% off. Only the best here. So then he said that Shakur's masseuse touched him and poisoned him. And they came up with all the. Then before they got there, they said they tried to rip up our passports. They called the SWAT team on us. And then Coach, a day before the fight, after they pulled out, they have this video where Floyd Schofield looks like he's on his deathbed. Now, he looks sicker than that girl, Belle Gibson, ever did. Yeah. But then come Monday after they get home, the guy's doing deadlifts. And I'm like, bro, that's the quickest recovery I've ever seen. So I think I would not trust them as far as I could throw him. I felt bad for Stevenson. Because I'm glad he got the fight, though. And I know that me and Floyd Shakur don't always get along, but that was some low-down, dirty business they tried there on him.
They did everything they could to get out that fight. That's crazy.
Oh, they did, too. Oh, by the way, fellas, speaking of documentaries, I tweeted about it yesterday. The Kobe Bryant documentary on CNN, a 3-parter called The Making of a Legend.
That's what's crazy. Right. I got to go watch this.
And I only found it because I was flipping through the television, and I was like, wait, what's this? So it almost got no publicity. There was no media. I think they had some issues getting people involved. I'm just going to warn you. I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed a lot of the footage of Kobe's childhood. And I thought they gave some insightful stuff on his relationship, which remained estranged away. Because you know what it talks about at length. But I enjoyed it. I learned a few things.
Might check it out there.
Hey, Steve, every Tuesday, Thursday, we're going to have these lists that we do. And Tuesday, before my internet went out again in the good old IE for some reason, they claimed that it was from the fires that happened 3 months ago. But anyway, I I was doing a list, the bottom 10 list of sports franchises in the history of sports. And I was going through my list, and I just spitball, and I had like Colorado Rockies in there, who became a franchise, became an expansion team, Steve, my senior year in high school, 93.
Yeah.
And have been to the playoffs 5 times since. They're in my top 10. Would you have the Colorado Rockies in your bottom top 10?
I mean, well, hold on. Then where do you put what about the Devil Rays? They haven't had a lot of success.
Devil Rays. I had the Buffalo Sabres are worse than all those, by the way.
What about the Clippers?
Clippers. I had Clippers at 1, though, Steve. Clippers were my number 1.
How about the newest version of the Cleveland Browns from 99
I had the Browns in there. I had
What about the Texans, though? Especially, we never thought about the Texans.
2002. That was their first year.
Yeah.
Houston Texans?
Yeah, they haven't had a lot of success.
Because they were the Oilers, though.
No, not really. They were an expansion.
I mean, the Oilers go to Tennessee, but the Oilers go to Tennessee, and then Tennessee goes to a Super Bowl, so I have to take out Houston Oilers at that point.
That's Tennessee, though, right?
Yeah, the Texans were a complete expansion.
Texans different team.
Yeah, but I don't think they've been around long enough. But anyway, we're going to do a top 10 all-time franchise list today with you, Steve, and I just want to get your take later on in your segment. But anyway, let's dive into it, Smitty. We got something right for Steve that you need to take away with and lead with.
Yeah. So there seems to be some beef, some NFL insider beef
Good.
going on
Yes.
like the NFL Combine. So my guy, Jordan Schultz, versus Ian Rappaport. So apparently, Jordan Schultz reported that Raiders minority owner, Tom Brady, recently hosted Rams QB Matthew Stafford at his home in Montana, where they spent some time together, went skiing, and that Brady had been actively trying to convince Stafford to join the Raiders. So that's what Jordan Schultz had put out. A little later, Ian Rappaport responded to the report, saying that Raiders minority owner Tom Brady and Rams QB Matthew Stafford ran into each other at a ski resort in Montana, said the meeting was unplanned and was not extensive or in-depth and did not include Brady hosting or recruiting Stafford. So that's where kind of the conflict started. So obviously they're both in Indianapolis, in my city, for the Combine. Ian Rappaport is at a Starbucks, ironically, because you guys know Jordan Schultz, his dad, the former CEO of Starbucks. Jordan runs into him allegedly and confronts him and basically said, like, hey, like we need to talk. Ian Rappaport basically was like, we don't need to talk. I'm good. They're saying that Jordan Schultz threw out a few cuss words at him. They kind of went at it. Ian Rappaport called security. And this is all he say, she said. There's a lot of just words right now of what really went down between the actual discussion. But we do know that Jordan Schultz did approach Ian Rappaport to discuss it or to confront him. So I got to ask you, because you're a guy, you've been in the business for a while, Steve Kim. Just what's your overview, just take on the NFL insider beef?
Steve, before you say that, Steve, are you going to say it's a cat fight?
I wouldn't say that. Look, this is obviously source wars. This is all about relationships and who you're protecting, and then I didn't like what you look. There's some ego involved, so they couldn't just hash it out over a cup of frappuccino. I mean, they're at Starbucks, aren't they? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I guess now. I would just have them do an Oklahoma drill. That's it. Do the bull ring drill.
Line them up, Smitty. Line them up between the bags.
That's how you settle beef.
Or you know what? Each guy gets to pick a few guys, Oklahoma drill or the middle drill. The old Jimmy John. Jimmy loved the middle drill. Middle drill time. Let's do it that way. Let's settle it like men. We're not going to duel.
Yep.
Let's not do it that way. We're not doing a jump ball. You're not NBA reporters. Middle drill or Oklahoma drill.
Ooh, I like that. I actually like that idea, Steve. Yeah. Like,
imagine I think it
entertaining.
I think it's a word that rhymes with May. That's what I think. But anyway.
Lay, Shay, Ray. Oh, okay. Okay. But
damn, by the way, Steve just picked some bars, actually.
Yeah,
you didn't hear
call
that.
me Steve Rock Kemp. But here's I don't know. Like, to me, I've always never gotten upset over what anyone else wrote. Sometimes you're not always going to get it right. Sometimes someone's going to get a different story. But again, we are talking about the male human ego here.
Yes, ego, and I think in that business, it's like your credibility is everything. And the way Ian wrote his tweet out was in a way that was basically saying Jordan Schultz, what he said was cap, as the kids say. It was a lie. And also, I believe they've had some. This is a one-time thing. This has been going on.
There's no doubt, Smitty. I guarantee you that there has been an underlying tension for a while.
For sure.
If this was the first thing, it would almost be nothing. This has probably been a lot of little skirmishes, a lot of what they call the microaggressions, and then it turned into this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
I know Jordan Schultz personally, so I'm a little biased. I don't know Ian Rappaport. Maybe he's a good dude, whatever. I'm actually not surprised though that Jordan Schultz approached him, and like he's a real cool dude, not super friendly, all that, but he's a guy who takes his business job very seriously. And I'm not surprised that he saw him and approached him. So,
but doesn't this beg the question? If Tom Brady's going to be an owner, you just can't be an announcer. Just get out of it. You can be one.
I don't get it. I was about to get into that. I don't understand this. Like seriously, he's the only one. Like they've literally made a loophole rule for him. Like I guess that's the only thing I can find out.
Tom,
but Smitty,
you're going to be okay.
Let me ask you this though, Smitty.
No.
Can I ask you guys this question to the Ian Rappaport deal? If he hosted Stafford at his Montana house, from what I understand is that's tampering. So I've done some research
except
today.
For Tom Brady. Except for Tom Brady.
I've done my own. I made sure. I was like, let me make sure. He's a part owner, dog. That's tampering. And he's not a free agent, right? Stafford's a tradable asset. He's a commodity. He's a tradable guy. He has to be traded or paid. He's not a free agent. I'm trying to figure out how this is even like something's going on. It's crazy. Like I've never seen so much shit going on that's being allowed. I'm just telling you. Like,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
If Tom Brady does not have the discipline to just say, "Hey, Matt, shake hands. I can't talk to you. Rules," and walk away, then Tom, you cannot handle both responsibilities.
But he came up to the house like for some reason. Stafford went to Montana. There's no way he didn't go to Montana and knock on the door and say, "Hey, is this your house, Tom?"
Well, that's what I mean. I
don't know. Interesting.
You got to be able to play within the rules. They've given you a special set of rules, and you can't even play within those.
Hey, Smitty, was Jordan Schultz on McAfee show?
I have no idea.
I don't know because Ian was. Remember, Rappaport was before he went back to NFL Network, and ESPN became part of Pat's deal. So I'm just curious.
Sure. I mean, Jordan's been at Fox, been like a guest at Fox for at least a year, because he comes on, like I said, speak usually a couple of days. At least a couple of days, a month at least. I know he's coming on our show next week for a couple of days. I was just texting him yesterday, so I'm not sure if he used to be on McAfee. He might have been at McAfee before, like he landed a spot with Fox or whatever. I don't know, but
yeah,
interesting, man. There's beef everywhere. Beef with coaches, with analysts, insiders. It's everywhere. So
you know why that is, Steve? Because it's a shitty draft.
Well, you think for quarterbacks it is. It's okay. I mean, every draft you got to be able to do what you can. I mean, the great teams find value in draft picks. If you're a team that really thinks this is not a great draft, you just keep trading down and try to get draft choices really for the future drafts. I think
before I ask you about Travis Kelce here, what's your take on this possibility of Abdul Carter with a stress fracture? And now do you think because you pay attention to college football more than most, he's in my opinion a worthy one pick, especially at least two to replace a possible departing Myles Garrett, or go along with Myles Garrett to keep him there. Either way, if you're Cleveland, I would think you're taking him at 2, but. Does he fall? And is he another Penn State great pass rushing bust that never will come to fruition?
Well, so you're invoking Courtney Brown. That's a question. You have to look at his medical thing. And look, if this is an injury where he's back by training camp, it's nothing. He's got clean tape. He's got all the measures.
So you still take him one. You still take him early.
Well, if you still think he's your best guy, if that's the guy that you want and on your board, he fits need and talent and has the grade, I don't see why not. I don't look, if he's going to be out for 2 months, then he's out for 2 months. So or if you have some doubts and you're the number one team, can you still stay in the top 5 to 6 and then still get other draft choices? Again, it's all about value. I mean, Jimmy Johnson years ago put up a draft chart, and it's used by everybody. Every single draft choice from the first pick all the way to the Mr. Irrelevant, they have a point system. And Jimmy would basically say, like, what's the value? If I have the number one pick to get equal value, what other picks and other players do I get? So there's formulas for it. I don't know. Is he right now clear consensus number one? I know he's top 3.
A lot of mock drafts, they have him at number 1, but
they got him possible 1 is all I'm hearing. Like, he's a possible 1. I don't know if Tennessee is he. What's his name, Steve? What was the long arm pass rusher Tennessee took years ago? Javon Curse. Is he a Javon Curse type of player in Tennessee? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if Tennessee looks at him that way. Travis Hunter, a guy that Tennessee likes. I know Tennessee's actually pretty legit at corner. So do you recruit? Do you sign Travis as an athlete? I was talking to this about Smitty earlier, and I mentioned to Smitty. I said teams take the best available. I know that was a Jimmy Johnson thing as well. So was Bill Parcells, best available player. But then we have best athlete in the draft. Do you take the best athlete in this draft, or do you take the best available player in this draft for your particular roster spot need? I don't know if Travis Hunter is the best player for these first 5 or 6 teams versus the best athlete.
Well, if
so I think there's a huge.
And you think you need a quarterback, and you think, you know what, neither quarterback is worthy of the true number 1 pick, then you play a game of risk versus reward. Do you trade down where you're still going to be in position to draft the quarterback you want, and you still pick up, let's say, a 2nd or 3rd round draft choice and a starter? See, I just don't think there's a quarterback in the draft. Yeah, to your point, I don't think there's a quarterback in this draft that I waste on, especially with Tennessee, who's drafted Malik Willis recently, and now we got another bust in Will Levis. Yeah. And I just don't think you can go that route, especially with this draft. I don't know. Yeah, but neither of those were 1st round draft choices.
Yeah, Malik was 3rd, and Will was later. That to me, that's even like why more reason not to take this quarterback draft. And this
somebody from this draft is going to be good, though. We don't know, obviously, right now, but every year there's at least one quarterback.
Kid of Louisville. Anyway, Steve, real quick, Travis Kelce says he was depressed after losing the Super Bowl. Again, word that rhymes with May. And the Eagles, and on his podcast, said he's been listening to Taylor Swift songs to cope because the Eagles broke my heart. Like, can we get over this guy? Can he just retire and go the fuck away? Can he fucking retire and go away?
Presser, do you listen to happy music?
Jason, the only way you can find yourself in the light is to find yourself in the dark first.
Right.
I listen to music that is very telling of my mood, yes.
I go to, like, sad country songs.
Yeah, I just listen to Taylor's music. She has something for everything.
That's fair. That's a good point. No matter what mood, you can find some Taylor music.
Yeah, and how the Eagles broke my heart.
Yeah, no matter how bad I'm feeling, there's a country guy that's singing about it and feeling way worse than me.
Nah, you got your shit pushed in.
This is why he's no Rob Gronkowski. Just give me the caveman. Just give me the caveman. Just give me the meathead that blocks like a left tackle, can run like a tight end. That's why Gronkowski's my GOAT. I don't want to hear Kelce anymore.
How we feel, Steve? He's one of the all-timers. Say what we want, love him, hate him.
I don't agree. I don't agree. He's not on my list. He's not even close. He can't block a fucking soul on the edge.
That's the thing.
Tony Gonzalez shits on him. Tony Gonzalez shits on him.
If you want a complete tight end, Gronkowski's a better player than Kelce.
So is Tony Gonzalez. So is Antonio Gates. So is Mackey. So is fucking Winslow. He's not on my list.
So you telling me Kelce's not top 10 on your tight ends?
He has to be top 10.
Come on now.
Then move him the receiver. Put him as a receiver then.
This is why you and I go at it. You let your personal emotions and feelings
put him as a receiver.
There is no way in hell you're telling me that Travis Kelce, multiple-time Super Bowl champion, big-time playmaker, all the catches and touchdowns, the records he broke a Jerry Rice record. Anytime you break a Jerry Rice record, it's a real deal.
He's not better than Greg Olsen. He's not better than Greg Olsen. Hey, Steve, if I can put him in 12 personnel at the line of scrimmage and he can't block the 5 technique, and I'm going to say he's the best tight end ever, stop,
And then
Smitty.
some of them
Stop.
tight ends can't catch. I'm saying everybody got their strengths and weaknesses. Travis Kelce is a very mid blocker at best. Amazing.
Then he can't be even put in the conversation.
Amazing pass catcher. You got some tight ends who
Then he's a
great
wideout.
blockers. They're average pass catcher. Like it's come on.
He's a
man.
receiver. He's a receiver then.
Kelsey's blocking in the Super Bowl was embarrassing.
Oh, that's embarrassing. He got his shit pushed in.
He's 40 years old.
I got my shit pushed in. Have you ever seen Training Day? I got my shit pushed in. That's what happened. Steve, Steve, Orale, you're from East Los, fucking Training Day right there. I got my shit pushed in, SA. Hey, Steve, I got to ask you. Women's sports consultant.
Ah, shoot.
I want to take this over for Smitty so he doesn't have to say it. Women's sports consultant, Caroline Fitzgerald.
Right.
Steve, on X, Twitter, formerly known as, there are 0 women on the list of the world's 100 highest paid athletes. Not a single one, she said.
Okay.
And despite the tremendous growth of the women's sports, this is the second year straight that no women at all are on this top 100 list. It's time to pay women athletes more. What's your take on this, Caroline Fitzgerald, Steve?
Oh, God. I thought we were trying to kill DEI. What is this? I mean, I'm a capitalist. If there's someone worthy of it, there is. This whining here. I mean, I'm sure she's probably talking a lot about the WNBA, which, by the way, without the men basically financing it, there is no league. I think we pay too much attention to this whining. I really do. This is just grievance, industrial complex. Let it be. No one cares. So, you know. This is the thing that gets me about arguments like this, because they try to guilt men into supporting this so then they can, in essence, get paid more, right? But they don't understand. Half this populace is women. You know who really does not support women's sports?
Women. I know, but nobody wants to hear that. Smitty, anything or?
I mean, I think Steve said what he said, so I respect.
Smitty's so good at this corporate media, Steve. Like Steve spoke for everybody.
I mean, look, if I was going to respond to this tweet with a quote tweet, which is my preferred method, I would just type out comma, ... and.
No, but on the serious note, to Steve, I think one of the biggest points Steve made, though, is if an athlete is generating that attention and that money, then pay them that, like whether it's a man or a woman. So, like Serena Williams, I think at one point in time probably was on this list. I'm sure
she was
because she was an all-time great and she drew in the numbers. Okay, she earned that. We're not going to just hand it out to anybody, man or woman. So if you earn it, you get it. You eat what you kill. Is always what I say. So I respect that.
It's all about TV contracts. TV contracts. There's a reason why ESPN dropped the NHL, because they didn't want it. Well, besides they're being woke as shit, they didn't want to deal with the NHL, and they don't like that man fight on the ice. NHL players are grossly underpaid, and they play arguably the hardest sport. And I don't hear nobody fucking crying over them.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Like, I'm saying,
hockey's not as big in America as you know what I'm saying. So like you said, there's no crying is what it is. Right.
I mean, then I'm just saying, I want to see Wayne Gretzky tweet this out for his players. Anyway, Steve, let's do our list. I want to do a list with you real quick, Steve. I got my top 10 franchises of all time. I want to get your agreeing or disagreeing with it. I know I didn't prep you because you don't need any prep. It's all right here, just computing right now. Just like the little Asian kid on Goonies.
Steve is AI. Like he is AI.
He is AI. I got the Doyers. They're the third. They got the third most World Series in baseball, right behind the St. Louis Cardinals and my number one team, the New York Yankees. I fit them in there. You agree with fitting them in the top 10 or no?
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees are one of probably there's like 4 iconic American sports franchises that are well known throughout the world. The Yankees have been that for about at least 70 years. I think they're one of the easier picks if you're going to put them on a list like this.
Yeah, Chicago Blackhawks. I got them in there. Hockey iconic team. There's a few other teams I could put in there. I just think the Blackhawks, with name recognition and everything else, being there, I thought they had a run that was, Canadians. I guess you can argue to replace them with in hockey, but. I got the Chicago Blackhawks. That's just my preference. St. Louis Cardinals right there. Like I said, they are ahead of the Dodgers in World Series championships. They had a great run there for a long time. Great players as well, just like the Dodgers have. The 49ers, Steve, where are you at with that ranking at 7?
Yeah, they haven't won one since, 94? I mean,
yeah.
I think in the 80s and 90s they were pretty iconic. The Cowboys are still more popular for some reason.
I know. I
don't know. I just
You could flip those two, actually, too, in my opinion. You could even flip 4-7, 7-4 if I was really thinking about it.
The Blackhawks, I don't think have ever been the most popular team in Chicago during my adult life.
Yeah.
It was either the Bears or the Bulls or the Cubs.
Yeah.
And the NHL teams are going to have a little bit of issue in terms of popularity in the States. When I think of a iconic NHL franchise, I think most people think of the Canadiens.
Yeah.
Canada sport.
I guess, I know the Canadians won a shitload of titles. I don't know how many. I know they've won more than most.
They're the Yankees of the National Hockey League, though. They really are.
And I guess hockey's so low-key out of the States that just you lose focus, like soccer. I'm sure I could put, Madrid in there and all these other teams, but, they don't mean shit to me. And this is my list. That's all I'm saying. The Lakers. I got the Lakers in there, Steve, at 6, and I got the Celtics who surpassed them.
I don't like that. Flip it.
You can't.
Well, are we going by mere championships?
I'm going by recency bias as well.
Right.
I know the Lakers have won more.
I mean, but the Celtics have won, 2 rings since, 88 or something? Whatever the last ring they got. The Lakers have won,
But the
6?
Lakers, one of theirs is in COVID. So, I'm just trying to weigh it out equally.
Hey,
That's
take
all.
that out. We still got, 5 of them since, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The Lakers have been better than the Celtics.
Celtics have won 2 since 86. And I believe the majority of their rings were during the Bill Russell era. I think he won 11, didn't he?
Yeah.
11.
So, I mean, when you look at the modern day NBA, which I guess you could say from the Magic Bird era, 79-80.
Yeah.
So the Lakers
But all
won 5
time,
in the
though,
80s.
Steve, all time, though, you still got to have the Celtics in this.
Well, again, but if you go with college football, you could say Army and Navy. They had a lot of national championships, and I mean, how far do you? I mean, what if you're one of those franchises that all your success was 50, 70 years ago?
Thank you. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, like the Bulls. People are going to be mad the Bulls aren't on my list. Well, listen, you take the Jordan era out.
Well, okay, then.
You won 6, but you take the Jordan era out. The Bulls have been horrible before and after. I don't know if they're a franchise. The Bulls are an all-time franchise. The Lakers, the Celtics, these teams have been all-time franchise. The Bulls have been shit before and shit since. They've never been a real all-time, always consistent franchise. That's all I'm saying. Celtics just won the thing, so that's kind of just, in my opinion, I put it in there. So I don't know. Where's this top 4, Steve? Where does it rank with you? Who would you move around or take off?
Overall, I mean, when I think of American sports franchises that are incredibly popular, Yankees, Lakers. Although I'm biased, I was a Laker fan. Who else? Cowboys are incredibly popular. They really are. If you just look at the hold that they have on the country. Who would be the 4th? I don't even know. I'm not a Dodger fan, but I think the Dodgers, based on how they have a super team, they may win the next 5 World Series.
I know.
Now, is this list based upon popularity, or is it wins, or is it both? Is it everything?
It's everything that I could come up with in my brain, for my opinion, though.
Right.
This might not be this. I'm not saying this is a factual list. This is just my list, along with has some sort of merit with titles, recency, and overall all time. New England for 20 years, to me, is a dynasty. They should be on a list. They still won 6. I know they won the same amount, but they also went to a few before Brady and went to a few after. Before Brady with Bledsoe and way back with our neck roll wearing Steve Grogan. So I'm just saying, Steve, they've been to a few at least.
Is there? I'm just trying to see out there. Is there an argument for the Spurs? to be top 10.
No. The NBA used to hate when they'd be in the finals. What's a team? You know, the Steelers in the 70s, throughout the 80s, were incredibly popular. But I'm going to tell you,
they still won a couple recently. I mean, in the
90s, the Chicago Bulls were a international brand. I mean, Kim Jong-un was a Bulls fan growing up. Before he was the dictator. I mean, he loves the Bulls. He invites Dennis Rodman out there, and there was Bulls gear all across the world in that era.
Would you make an argument for the Giants?
You mean the Giants? What, New York or San Francisco? I think
New York.
Not really. Even though they're in New York, not really. Again, the Cowboys are still the most popular team in football.
And
how mediocre they are. They're not the best. They're going to have some issues, but they are still America's team for whatever reason.
Would you argue the Raiders?
No, they're trash.
They ain't did nothing.
Not enough in enough eras.
They don't even play their own homes. They play a neutral site game 10 times a year or 8 at Allegiant.
This is pro franchises, by the way. This is professional franchises. We will do a college one next week, people in the chat. So this is a professional. This is a professional list. I'm just saying, and for the most part, it's an American list because I know Montreal Canadiens. I understand there's teams in other countries. There's hockey. I mean, there's soccer franchises. I get it, but I don't give a fuck about your soccer team. So that's all I'm saying. Steve, anything this weekend you got going on?
Yeah, I'm going to watch the Tank Davis fight. He should beat Lamont Roach. Lamont's a solid little boxer, but really 130-pounder moving up. I wish he would punch just a little bit harder, but eventually Tank's going to wear him down, probably score a knockout between 8, 9, and 10. But it's not a bad fight. The undercard is whatever. But that's what's going on this week, and that's it.
I saw Tank said something about trying to get like 3 fights this year. He went from talking retirement a couple months ago.
Which is it? I can't take this emotional roller coaster, but keep this in mind. I looked at it. The last time he fought more than twice in a year was 2019. Now, it would be great if he did that because he's a very popular fighter.
Yep.
I got a story coming out, my recent column. It'll be out in about 2 hours.
Ooh.
That fight might sell out completely. Look, Tank Davis is a rarity. He's the American fighter that can put asses in seats on both coasts. L.A., New York, Atlanta, D.C., Baltimore. Wherever he fights, he'll have at least 10 to 15,000 people. And I know certain people don't like the way they matchmake him. They think he's protected. In my view, he's one of the 3 or 4 most exciting boxers in the world. Stuff happens when he punches people.
He knocks you out. I'm tuning in.
Anyway, guys, look, I gotta get running here, guys. I'll talk to you next week.
I'll see you next week.
All right.
Later.
That's Steve Kim. Y'all caught him with Steve Kim, man. Caught him with Steve Kim.
Smitty, people are mad at my list. Of course they are. That's what my lists are. But Smitty, off the top of the head, can you do your top 10 hockey team list real quick? Just throwing it out there.
Trying to see. Hockey, that's kind of tough off the top of the head. Top 10 hockey teams.
Like all time. I'm just saying
like all time or like right now?
Whatever.
I'm trying to see because when you really think about because now it'll be like different.
Why are you looking Why are you looking at your computer though?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to just think.
D. Jones said, "Put your hands up."
What? I thought, bro. Why? I ain't doing that. But listen, if I really have to break it down, I'll top. Let me see. I gotta throw the Kings in there. Maybe I'm biased. Gotta throw the Kings in there. I'm out in LA.
Smitty only know the Kings, by the way.
The Maple Leafs gotta be out there. Let me think. The Capitals. Let me put the Capitals in there. All time though, gotta be the fuck. Probably the Jets. The Jets. Well, they got the best record right now. The Winnipeg Jets balling. I like the Oilers in there. I like
James a minute. Stop helping Smitty read the fucking chat. You don't even know one team. Stop giving him fucking teams to read, homie.
Like the Hurricanes. I like the Devils. That's probably who I like.
Fucking Ron. Why would you help your nemesis?
I didn't even see this. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even see this. Have my eyes closed, homie.
All right, real shit. I know you're a fucking huge fan. Real shit, though. Real shit. I know you're a huge fan of this particular sport. Can you give us your top 10 list of soccer teams of all time? I know you kill this. Go.
I don't know. Are we talking about like the like the American, like the ML, like the American League? Are we talking like the world?
That's fucking BPS like a motherfucker. Cats just start stuttering and shit, asking all kind of motherfucking questions when he don't know. I mean, that's what I do it all the time.
I'm talking like the
kudos to you. I mean, kudos to you. Kudos to you for asking questions. Kudos to you. That's what I do. I would do too. You know, like
obviously Real Madrid. Like,
I used to do lie detector tests. Federal court lie detector test. So hold on, Judge. Are we talking about like what my name was? Or what you mean is my name Jason Brown?
I need some clarity. I want to make sure we're on the same thing. Barcelona, like there's somebody like, you know, Chelsea, Arsenal, like a lot of these, Manchester City. Like, these are just some of the obvious ones, but I don't know, like, if we're talking about the world, the globe, the whole world, or we're talking about the American ML League, I don't know. So, yeah.
Who's your favorite soccer player of all time?
Come on now. The GOAT.
Who?
The GOAT, homie.
Who's the GOAT?
Jamie Stop.
Greatest soccer player of all time. Go.
Stop. You the GOAT.
Who's the GOAT?
Stop playing me. That's like asking me who's the greatest quarterback of all time in NFL.
I don't know shit about soccer. I don't know one name. What are you looking at?
Messi,
who's the greatest soccer player?
Messi.
Who? Messi?
Come on, homie. Messi's a dog. Like, come on, we know that. He's a
I like Maradona. I like Maradona.
Who?
You know that is? You know that is, right?
Say it again.
Maradona.
Okay. Yeah, I know that is.
And you know Pele is, right? Of course, you know
Pele,
brother, right?
Of course, that's legend. Yeah. Brother, that's legend. You know what I mean? But yeah.
So you would have Pele over Messi.
Messi's the GOAT.
Pele. Not saying Pele to me as a brother it just discredits
He's
you.
just not the best though. Messi's just literally the best. It's kind of like I used to
Pele's the best. Pele's the best ever. I got Pele. I got Pele as the best ever.
Has to be on the list.
I got Pele as the best ever. I got
Ronaldo.
Maradona. I got Maradona too. Argentina's great. I got Messi, and then I got Ronaldo.
But I'm next up.
And then, where do you put David Beckham? Where do you put David Beckham at?
He's one of the greatest American soccer players. He's not no top 10 all timer. But I'll say this: once this guy retires, he's young right now, but he's had a crazy start of his career. Mbappe is gonna be on my list once it's all said and done. Another brother, Mbappe, Kylian Mbappe, another brother. Yeah, World Cup.
Who's your top 5 men's tennis players of all time?
Cup winner, huh?
Who's your top 5 male tennis players of all time? Just off the top of the head. I know you cover that sport well. I know you grew up playing it. Off the top of your head, just off the rip, your top 5 male tennis players, real quick.
Tennis players?
Yeah, like Sampras, like McEnroe. You got any of those guys in your list?
I'm not a big fan. I mean, I'm more of a Novak. I can never say his last name. Djokovic. He's a B. Rafael Nadal, of course.
Who?
I just his name was too. Daniil Medvedev. My favorite right there. Yeah. Those guys are my favorite.
Oh, homie. My homeboy came over. I was laughing like a motherfucker. Who's your top 5 female tennis players, real quick?
Serena Williams, Venus Williams, Coco Gauff.
All sisters. All sisters. All sisters that he know right in this generation.
Look,
he know all the black sisters. I'm surprised you didn't mention Arthur Ashe though, or anybody. Who's your favorite? Got a commercial break, homie. Who's your favorite country singers of all time? Top 5, real quick.
Country singer Beyonce.
This made one song. One song.
Grammy.
I heard they fucking petitioned to like cancel that shit.
That ain't gonna happen. That's Beyonce. She runs shit. You hate all things black, homie.
Who's your top 10 WNBA players of all time?
All time, Lisa Leslie. You gotta go with
Sister. That's one sister. Go.
I know her career got short, but the real ones know that she was arguably could have been the GOAT. Cheryl Miller. Let's be real with you. USC.
So like common people that we all know, common people that everybody knows. But I don't think you can even name 10 WNBA players. Just throwing it out there, but we'll see.
I mean, one of them just retired. Diana Taurasi just retired. Legend.
Yeah. I don't think you could actually. I don't think you can name them. But you claim to love WNBA. I don't think you could even name 10 fucking.
I mean, I like Angel Wilson now. I think she's an all-time great right now. I'm gonna be real with you.
Only female player I know ever. I know Cynthia.
Cheryl Swoops is a baller.
I know Cynthia Cooper. I know
from
her.
that town. Tamika Catchings played for the Fever.
Candace Parker, CP3, the real CP3, Candace Parker.
Oh, hold on, Maya Moore for sure though. She just retired because she went to go save a dude.
Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Miller, Swoops, Lisa Lobo. Yeah. Other than that, I couldn't tell you another name.
You know who will be added to that list though? Caitlin Clark.
Juju Smith.
Did you bring this up right now? Did you bring this up?
Juju before her.
Can you admit that you were wrong about Caitlin Clark? Real quick.
No, because Juju's better.
The floor is yours. Go.
Juju's better. Right? That's what I told you 2 years ago.
The floor is yours. Go. Because you said Caitlin Clark was going to be a bust. Go.
She is. Her and Wemby are both going to be busts. Can you name the top 10 WNBA players that are non-lesbian? Go.
We're going to do let's wait a few minutes to do a commercial break. Let me see what we got on the rundown here. We might have something to kill some time real quick.
What?
Let me see if I got something to kill some time real quick if we go for a commercial break. We ain't got no.
That's your question.
Do we got
Can we do some?
I know we got some. We got some white people shit, don't we?
We do have some white people shit and some black people shit.
And that'd be a good little perfect time right now if we go to the commercial break.
Yeah.
So let's do white people shit real quick. Brought to you by Wonder Bread. Go get your Wonder Bread right now. And let's see what we got, man.
Don't say Wonder Bread. Wonder Bread's like saying cracker. Yeah. Smitty don't even know about this game, homie. It's real life game. Real life. We used to play this on the overhead, homie. We used to play this on the overpass. White people shit. Oh, he got cracked. He got hit. God damn. That's fucking white people shit to its fullest right here. You remember this game, Smitty?
Nah, I never played this in my life.
You don't remember this video game, homie?
No, the video game, yeah, but I'm saying I ain't played this for real in real life. Hell yeah, I remember.
That's Frogger. That's fucking Frogger. That's fucking
like Galaga damn near in a weird way.
Huh?
It's almost like a version of Galaga almost. You don't remember Galaga before your time.
Homie, that's Frogger. He just using the shadow, homie.
Yeah, that's hard.
That's fucking hard. He got splatted. Homie, that's what happened. He used to get hit on Frogger and then. That's white people shit.
You was the white boy who go outside and play real life chicken. You used to go out and like run through the cars and try to survive. Let's see what we got next, though. I wish we could play.
Let me give you context. Let me give you context to this white people shit right here. I love this shit right here. I'd actually just stand out here, but I love that what this person did. So, because I hate people that do this. Don't pull in my motherfucking driveway and then allow others to continue to do it because they saw you do it when it's my driveway. It ain't your driveway. Don't pull in my shit. So this man became an innovator, and let's see what he did as a white person. It's an automatic sprinkler on his car, Smitty. It's a hose. Motherfucker just turned on. Look how many motherfuckers parking in this shit. I hit his ass. But I'd have stood out there, Smitty. Fuck it. I'd have stood out there just sprayed up. Look at all these motherfuckers pulling this motherfucking driveway, Smitty. I'd fucking hit this motherfucker. Hit that motherfucker. Soon as that door opens, Smitty, motion detector sprinkler, homie. I love that shit. Look at that shit. Hit his ass. Hit his bitch ass. Hit his bitch ass. Look at him. He mad. He the white. He the redneck motherfucker. High. He mad now. He mad at them. Victim mentality. He mad at them for fucking keeping your bitch ass off my property. He gonna be mad. He gonna go.
Because he don't know no better because they probably going to this little diner right here, little MCL.
It says on the fence. Private property. Don't pull in my shit.
That small. You didn't put a big sign at the end because if I'm dropping to the neighborhood and I'm new to the neighborhood, and I'm trying to pull up to the
defend it.
I'm trying to go to Chuck's income taxes right down the corner. There's no actual parking lot.
You ain't gotta do tax no more. You ain't gotta do your tax no more.
That's where you park at, homie. Stop.
You ain't gotta do your tax no more.
I just did my tax and paid a decent.
Oh no! Why, homie? Give me that cheese. I can save it for you, homie. I know a cat.
No, I didn't. I'm getting a return. I'm saying, but I still have to pay my accountant.
So you're still young. You get a return. See, I remember back in the day when I got returned.
No, you know what? But I get a return because I ain't gonna talk. I know how to do it. I know how to do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got my own LLC.
If I was you,
go to my personal. Some money on my LLC. I write off this, that, and third. Business dinners, business lunches, expenses. Pay off some of your Wi-Fi, your mileage, your driving. It's a lot of game I can put you on, JB. Your problem is that you're full freelance. So all your stuff is 1099. So it's gonna be hard for you to write off all the money. But you make a lot of money. You make like $5,000 a year. So it's hard for you to write off all that. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
But when you make 30,000 or less, I can help you. You make 30 grand. So when you could go exempt for 6 months.
When I made 30 grand, homie, I would not be in LA. Ain't no, there's literally it's an impossibility to live here off 30 grand.
You can go exempt, homie, for up to 6 months, and then after that you claim.
Hey, real shit though, you laughing? When I first moved out here, because when I got the job opportunity, the shit came out of nowhere, and like I have thousands saved up. I had just been working for a couple years in the real world. And coming out here, the rent was fucking double. It went from I had a townhouse in Carmel, Indiana, which is a nice part of Indiana, paying like $1,100 for a 2-floor fucking big ass. I'm living good in Indiana. Come out in LA, I got a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, small ass fucking closet, paying like $2,600, and it happened like boom. So I ain't had the money like that to just pay that big of a. So my first real shit, my first 5 months, I did go exempt, just so I could get some of my shit going, and then I fixed it obviously afterwards. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I ain't paid taxes. I ain't paid taxes.
Whoa.
23, 24 years old. Hey, Smitty. So I'm not gonna give you what I do, but I claimed you and Bailey on this go around. Just throwing that out there. If anybody hits you.
Hey, real shit. I did not. So don't 1099 because I didn't. For real, no real. No commercial break. I'll be back in 4 minutes. Don't do that, man.
Dog, they saw a motherfucker walking around Miami Dolphins camp. What's cracking? You trying to play?
They capping.
Uh-oh.
To Texas, to California. I've been here in Atlanta in my studio, creating content as an influencer, as a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Hey, Lion, that's crazy. It's crazy to me to just make shit up, huh?
Yeah, I've been telling your ass.
You know how it go, bro. They look at what's hot, what's popping. And I think one of my missions being in media is you still have to vet the information. These days, they want to be the first to post. Hey, I said it first, blah, 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 not having any truth or merit to it. And it's like, my girl hit me yesterday, said, motherfucker, you in Miami? You in Charlotte?
Hey, yeah, that's real. Hey, girl gonna find out. She gonna be like, where the fuck you at?
FaceTime you. Hey, where you? I thought you said you was a.
Because a lot of people live vicariously through you. So what happens to you, it also happens to them. So even your outreach, they like, yo, congratulations to Cam. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, hold on, let me make sure he ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely heard it. I definitely seen it, and this is a fedora that I have on. But what most people wear on their hat, this was a definitely cap situation. You know what I'm saying?
Capping. Hey, I told people before, I was like, man, I recruited Cam years ago before he went to Blinn, and you signed with Franchione's kid, and I was like, man, I was trying to get that motherfucker to Compton, boy. Your take with Tyreek Hill getting pulled over. Smitty and I had a huge argument about it. I saw your take, and I'm like, we had an argument, and then and I was like, does that go back to JUCO though? What you just kind of stated is saying, hey man, I got a different look. I got a different eye now on these folks with my skin tone and the motherfuckers that maybe they're not just what everyone else in the media uses as an agenda. I told Smitty and I said, when you got a kid, when you have a daughter or a son and you got a different lifestyle, you'll tell that motherfucker to keep the motherfucking window down. 100%. And I think it changes people's mindset. And Smitty young, Smitty 30, and he's like, well, still two things could be true. It didn't have to happen afterwards. Like, well, yeah, but it would have never got to that point. And I think that was your take as well. But does it go back to JUCO looking and saying, you know what, Franchione was a white boy and he actually looked out for me. It's not just, do you look at that now as a grown man and say that might have changed my thinking?
Well, that's a whole loaded question. The first, I will go to the Tyreek situation. Man, I love Tyreek, bro. A Georgia boy who, you know, I have the utmost respect for, and his skill set and talent, right? When I look at my takes as a sports personality now, covering sports in a football adjacent show, so to speak.
Yep.
It's my job. I looked at it like I was the OG in the locker room where people don't say it, but they always want to hear what you got to say, right? Yeah. And when I analyzed the whole situation, I was one of the million people that heard and got the ESPN update on their phone as I'm walking into church, and I'm like, what? Hold up. So, do we have footage? Do we have this? And then when you see the initial footage of him on the ground, it's like, oh my God, what the fuck, right? Right. But when you get the whole police dash cam and you see what transpired and how it escalated and how it could have been de-escalated at times, he didn't uphold his end of the bargain. And as any true friend, as any true person that's in your social circle or any true teammate, it's your job to not just be the yes man, to be like, yo, bro, I'm not just going to be like, yeah, dog, you could have got
fouled. Yeah, like, you fouled.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on, Tyreek. Like, my boy. Oh, you got out, bro. You could have handled that way differently too. And even with this situation, a lot of times cats don't be willing to lose a friendship because of the truth. It's like, yo, bro, I'm just here to report what I deem you to be and uphold yourself and your morals as a way. It could have been anything. Obviously, it was a police situation where I tried to give perspective for my children, right? And all children. But it could have been a domestic situation. It could have been, you know, you just acting as if you're normal in a club where you're being disrespectful, belligerent, whatever you want to kind of call it. These are things that accountability has to be held at all times.
Oh, we back? My fault. Oh. Here we go. What's going on, y'all, man? Last hour, man.
Hey, Ray. All rhymes with what? Gay.
You gotta stop saying that, homie.
What?
I'm saying that right now on the show.
You can say it. You can say that.
No, we can't say that offline. Don't say that on the show.
You can say now, homie. Trump's in office.
I got a 6-figure deal. It's not worth it. I got 6-figure deals.
So does Cameron. Homie, Cameron and them got it too. They say,
don't say that. They don't say that. They cuss.
They say worse shit than that. Worse shit than that.
They cuss. Oh, we can cuss, do all that, but don't say that.
They've been saying it. Homie.
They don't need to
it's too late.
But it's not even necessary.
I reeled you in, homie. Duh. I got you. I caught you up. I got you, homie.
You like them so much.
Hey, did you see Chad Ochocinco's response to Cam?
I sent it to you, homie. Yeah.
I sent it to you.
I sent it to you first. Go look.
I sent it to you first.
I guarantee I did.
What do you think about it?
I mean, it's cool response. I mean,
I don't even show it. I don't really give a fuck. I just wanted to like, what do you think about it?
Respond. I mean, you gotta respond. Somebody come at you like that. You know what I'm saying? He told him where he gonna be at. So he gonna be in New York here next week or whatever. So he said, like, if it's really that type of level of a situation, is that personal, we can meet up face to face and talk about, like, man. If not, he said, I'm actually a fan of your show. When I said I was taking your spot, it was out of love or what I don't know, actually taking your spot. It was like, which is what I thought, knowing how Chad moves. He wasn't saying like I'm gonna literally take a spot. He was saying like, man, like he popping. I respect what he's doing. It was really showing love. So I think it was a miscommunication on that part. But obviously Cameron threw out some words, some language that as a man, you're not going.
Like what kind of words?
You call him a bitch. As a man, you don't call another man a bitch unless you're ready to fight. That's how I grew up. I don't know now. There's a new era and stuff. Y'all throw out the word bitch loosely. You use it a lot now. I know, even though you're older than me, you are like an influencer, content creator. So you're kind of tapped into the young people's space. And when I grew up, we didn't just throw out bitch. If you threw out bitch, you be ready to swing immediately. Like
still do. That still applies today.
I'm just making sure because I don't know. All y'all different. So
that's why I say it.
Yeah, but somebody gonna
have you realized that
bitch one day, JB, and they gonna press you.
Have you realized though, if I say it, then I say it for a reason. Let me be clear. I don't know if you realize that or not. I don't know who. You're acting like you're talking to like someone that never knew that.
I'm just making sure. I don't know. It's just, you've been wealthy for.
I might call it to you. I might say it to you on the show one day.
Nah, you won't. In our relationship, and then when I see you, I gotta slap you at least, because it's not even for me. It's for my family, my last name, all my people who support me and watch me. If I don't stop to shout at you, then I lose the whole community. I lose
if you don't what? If you don't what?
If you call me a bitch and I don't at least stop to shout at you, my whole family, my name, everything just ruined. And I would expect the same out of you. If I called you a bitch, I would expect the same thing from you. So
you just called me right now. You just called me it right now.
No, I did. I'd never call you a bitch. I would never do that. Unless we got real situation going on. Like you'll pay my money for 6 months and I catch you and there's some real stuff going on.
If what?
I said if you'll pay my money for like 6 months and you lied about it and I caught you and then you gotta do some real fast.
If I don't pay you for 6 months though, and then I start paying you again, we cool again though? I don't have to pay you back to pay?
It depends on what happens. Like if during the 6 months we just struggling as a reason, that's different. If you was lying and you were just stacking all the money and then I caught you and then now we got big. And now I can't trust you. Once I lose trust, it's a wrap.
White people say, man, I can't pay you this month, man. And I got a new yacht.
Right. You worked in the pastor.
But I did claim you and Bailey though. Just FYI. Hey, so look, let's dive into we got a lot going on. A lot of things going on out there.
Quick,
My response.
Can we figure out? I want to do some stuff for our members. We can talk offline. I want to do some real. We can figure whether that's a members only barbecue this summer, whether that's a members only. We fly out 2 people. Or do something big to make our members really feel special. You know what I mean? But you got to be green for it to happen. We'll talk about that.
Bailey, that's not Bailey. You gotta stop muting me. That's not my fucking speaker, homie. That's his shitty mic.
Nah, my mic is brand new, homie. I got the Blue Yeti. I got the Blue Yeti, brand new one. Black at the top, dark blue Yeti, homie. Brand new, fire.
It's not my shit.
I put it right here. It sound better
from the room, homie.
My shit sound way better than yours. If I put it right here, it sounds great. I just got to the side, so it's not in my way, so I can fight. But it sounds amazing right here. I know it do. I'm
on a wireless. I move around. Yeah, I got a big room. I move. So. You got to whisper, so you need close up. You know what I'm saying?
I got that Barry White right here. How y'all doing, y'all? Welcome to the Coach JB Show with Big Smitty. Make sure you tune in. You leave your panties on the floor and you bring in some liquor for more. We ready to turn this thing up for the last hour. If you ready to turn up, say yeah. We better play some of your hottest jams for the ones and twos. Shout out to DJ D Nasty on the background. Turn on something that I like. It in the music. Say, that's how I get down, man. I'm a bad boy. I can DJ. I can host parties. I can podcast. I can be live on air. I can do interviews. I can play football at a high level, D1. I could coach D-line if I needed to go coach if I wanted to. I'm a bad boy. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm a bad boy. I can act.
Ray, May, hey, they. Rhymes with what? Hey, Smitty, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something real quick. The Chad Ochocinco whole thing, I call him Chad Johnson. That's who I play with. Let me ask you something.
He don't know you.
His take to me, and then the whole Cam take and all that old shit is a bunch of like gray area bullshit. Like, you can't be fair. I don't understand this generation of cats. And Chad's younger than me, so is Cam a little bit. But I'm just trying to figure out. They're closer to my age, though.
You're in the same group.
I'm trying to figure out, though, when was this part of the game? Because I don't know this game. I never knew a great. I love you, homie, but I'll be at the spot in the hood or later on today. I never heard of no shit like that. It's either come holler at me, motherfucker, you called me a bitch, or motherfucker, I'm coming to the restaurant in Harlem where you live at. There ain't no, but I love you though, dog. If you want to come holler at me, come on over. Like, what? Back in the day, you inviting the homies to come fuck you up at the restaurant then. Like, or you got something else plotted to where they show up and I fuck you up. I never seen this game, homie. I'm going to be straight up real. This is what social media has done to everyone. And I'm not even talking about your generation because these cats are closer to my age. So I'm going to keep it funky. The money must have really changed cats.
Money and maturity is growth. Because if you would have, if this was Cameron 20 years ago, this would be a whole other situation. Probably
that's money.
Too. But they're both making hella money. You got to think about sponsors, think about your life. 2, you're 50 years, y'all down there 50. You're not about to be outside fucking fighting. Let's be real.
Can I be real? I get clips sent to me every day from my boy. You got to meet my boy, lifelong partner. He works at Warner Brothers. You met him? Remember he was fucking with you? Like,
yeah,
Warner Brothers,
he was on Vocal Fox. Yeah.
He sent me clips every day. He's like, I promise you, Cam and Mace taking y'all, you and Smitty shit. Every day, homie. And it's funny, I see this in the chat. Cam and Mace stay stealing your shit. I'm telling you, I've had multiple people. Now, I don't watch the show, but I'm going to start, though. Because I want to see what they take from our show. Because I've been hearing little nuances they take from our show, too. I'm curious, and I've been around longer than their show. I'm curious to see what they say. Because I heard this too many times, Smitty. And now I get it. Listen, I'm not even tripping. I don't care no more. I don't even care no more. I don't care no more. I'm just saying.
To me, it's like,
but I'm saying, though, again, this goes back to my point, though. Back in the day, Smitty, if I took a quarterback drill from somebody, I said, hey, Johnny taught me that shit. Shout out Johnny, man. You gave me this drill that I can use now. And I've been using that shit at a clinic. I'm speaking at a clinic, and man, I got this from Pete Carroll, man. I fucking do woo, 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 woo. These motherfuckers now, homie, are, what do they call it? It's kind of like a dry snitch, but a dry steal. They stealing your shit and then not giving nobody no credit. Like, I don't give a fuck if you steal my shit. Let me know, though.
You said the other day with Shaq, you say big fish take little fish. You know what the white people shit, black people shit. I'm not saying, like, one, we don't know for a fact.
Yeah, I'm not saying we're the inventor of it. Right, I just know we use it more than most people. We use it more than most people.
Right, that's all we saying. It's just ironic when we're doing something. It's like, oh damn, they started doing it. It just makes you think about it. So, but like you said, even they are big fish take little fish. That's the name of the business. Business cold world. You know, that's how it is. So, you know, we'll see. But yeah, they're both almost 50 years old. I'm not expecting them to fight. I think that's why the takes are quote unquote gray area. I think Chad is trying to give the opportunity for them to just discuss it as men and not make it turn into something they don't need to turn into. And that's why it's like that compared to when you're 20 years old, ain't no just fuck it. Let's go pull out the gun. Let's go fight. But when you get older, you would hope that comes with a level of maturity and a level of thinking things through. Like for me, I'm not about to just go fight for no reason at this. And I'm only 31. But like if I'm gonna fight you, I got stuff to lose. I gotta think about stuff. I can't just go out here and act like I'm 18 and just go. You know, I'm not Bailey. Bailey can go fight, do whatever. He ain't got no kids, no wife. He can do whatever he wants to. I got bills, wife, shit. I got to think about. I can't just go out here and just be, you know, freelance and fighting everybody. So I respect it. Anyway, though, let's move on, man. So, your guy Skip Bayless says that white athletes are being forced to evolve due to black players being better. Check this out.
Players are doing things white players haven't been able to do in a long, long time. I have constantly pointed out that black players in football and especially in basketball have consistently proven to be, for the last 50 odd years, generally better than white players. Hasn't bothered me a bit that the NBA I have fanatically loved has been as high as 80% black players. Hey, if black players are the best players, I just wanted to see them play. I certainly never needed equal representation for white American players. I don't want to make too much of it, but I always say what I see without fear, and this is what I'm seeing right now. This hit me late Saturday night after I watched Mac McClung win his third straight NBA dunk contest. Unbelievable. And I started thinking about what Caitlin Clark is doing in women's basketball and what Cooper Flagg is doing in men's college basketball and what Cooper DeJean is doing at cornerback in the National Football League. We are suddenly seeing things from white athletes that 5 years ago I would have bet a lot of money against. It just seems like the long-term greatness of black athletes has forced some white athletes to just evolve, to literally rise up or fall by the wayside. I love that. Me personally, I think this is great for sports.
You the shit or get off the pot, as my co-host always says. So I think there's could be some truth to it, or it could just be a handful of freak white athletes that are just popular right now, who are, kind of carrying the torch, so to speak. It's still majority black athletes dominating in all these sports, but it is good to see, these outliers and the Cooper DeJeans and guys like that who we never, but you rarely see a white DB, you know what I'm saying, especially play at a high level. So to see that, it is exciting to see. I do think the more that we do see does make the game better. Are they evolving overall? I mean, again, I think it's just you got a handful of a few examples in different sports, but I don't think it's like the numbers aren't so crazy where I'm like, oh, okay, it's the turning of the tide. I don't feel like it's that, but you got your outliers.
It's the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my life.
You're a nasty motherfucker too, spitting that bottle out the show.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard about anybody ever say. It's totally uneducated. It's totally stupid. It's totally a hot take to keep himself being relevant. And it's absolutely asinine for an old head like him to come out and say shit like that has no fucking validation whatsoever. Like, we forgot about how many great fucking whites played basketball during my fucking era? Are we shitting me? I could argue it was half-half for my whole young age. Half-half. I can go off the top of the dome, too, by the way, with my hands up. I don't need to go fucking online.
It wasn't half-half.
It was half-half, homie. I'm just telling you.
I feel you.
The best players in the NBA for a while were Larry Bird, Kevin McHale on the same team. And I don't even want to talk about all the other fucking great players at the time of that era. Now, of course, we had
Kareem and Magic either.
Of course, we had Michael and Magic come a little bit after.
Kareem
was already in the league before. Kareem's older. So I'm just trying to tell you, there's been whites in NFL. I mean, we just don't talk about them, Smitty. See, nowadays we talk about this whole equity thing, right? Let's just be real. And it's raised the flag, and now we're using it on the flip side and saying, Cooper DeJean's having to ante up and become. By the way, my homeboy I played high school with played in the NFL 11 years at corner and safety, Kevin Caseyharn, played with Pac-Man Jones, played with Chad, played with TJ Houshmandzadeh. Trust me, cold white boy. We've already seen cold white boys, but corner position is like a running back, Smitty. It's very rare.
Yeah.
But we've had Jason Sehorn and Eric fucking Weddle and fucking Kevin Caseyharn and John Lynch and white boys that have been much better than this kid.
Of course, like, I'm just throwing it out there. Like you see how you're having.
By the way, how about
it's just
Russell?
rare.
My good friend, JUCO coaching legend, Paul Russell's son, played for the Vikings for a fucking long time. Very good safety in the NFL for a long, long time. So we've seen this same amount of number. I would actually say more. We've seen more before that when Skip was actually discussing than we do now. Now you see one white boy, and now we're talking about shit or get off the pot? Like, I'm just trying to figure out, homie, this has been going on. I actually would say it's less now, but we're in this such a fucking equity and fucking cancel culture era that we need to now bring it up as if this is this is the whole divide I talk about in society, homie. We continue to divide this thing about black and white. College football and pro football, I've been the white boy on the fucking record talking about this for a long, long time. It's 90% coached by white boys, 90% played by brothers. I've been fucking saying this for a fucking long ass time. So I'm tired of hearing this fucking dumb shit like this because it's to me it's fucking stupid. Because I've been around longer, homie. Like this is I'm just saying we've had these spot white boys that play these positions that we consider rare. Like there's been white boys that have played. Here's the narrative that used to be no one wants to talk about. White linebackers for a long time were shitty in recency. But before that, white boys were the spot at linebacker. From fucking Nishke to fucking Ditka to fucking Butkus to fucking all these hard-nosed white boys. Then brothers came along at linebacker, more athletic, hash to hash, filled the gap. Ray Lewis came and all these things. Then we had running backs. Oh, white boys are rare as a motherfucker running back. Brian Urlacher, sorry. We had white boys. So then when there was a white boy running back, Christian McCaffrey, everyone was like, oh, fuck. Now white boys are back? Come on, homie. Running backs were fucking, we've had white running backs. How about Larry Zonka? How about how about John Riggins? Like, nobody even knows
about the dude who played for the Browns that was on the Madden cover? What's his name?
It's recency bias, homie. Y'all are too young to even know who these guys were. But guess what? John Riggins and Zonka, and then you had Tom Rathman play fullback later on for the Niners, and then you got your boy for Tampa Bay, and then you had what's his name?
For the Browns.
Peyton Hillis drowned. Here's the thing. We've had these guys before, the same amount of guys, if not more, than we got right now. But we're recency bias. Everyone forgot about them, and now we bring it up because we're in a fucking diversity, equity, inclusion ass era. So now you got to bring this shit up. Homie, it ain't no fucking different, dog. It ain't no different. I'd argue the other way. There's more black quarterbacks now because we have to put them in. How about that, Skip Bayless? Where you at with that? There's more black quarterbacks now, motherfucker. Where you at with that shit? Well, quarterback used to be a white boy position. Remember that, Smitty, when you were younger? It used to be a white boy position. Drop back passer. In the pocket guy. Get the fuck out of here. That shit's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Fucking Skip Bayless, you just dropped another notch on my fucking list. I'm glad you're not a Fox, because I would have talked about your ass even if you were a motherfucker. Anyway, let's go.
I hopped off the show. But next up, man, I'm surprised to bring this up with Steve Kim. I probably should have thought about it, but the NFL says its plan is to put an electronic system to measure first downs into motion this upcoming regular season. I remember we talked about this, I think, with Steve.
Every year.
We talked about this with Steve, though, a while back. No, I think Steve, if I'm not mistaken, was the guy who actually feels like this should have been done, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm getting confused with another guest, but I'm pretty sure Steve was like, hey, it's 2025. It's like, at this point, we should be able to have an electrical system. Because we had this last year during the AFC Championship game. Josh Allen gets that fucking first down on that quarterback sneak. He gets that first down on quarterback sneak, and they probably
we don't know that. We don't know yet.
We do know that.
Smitty, a Chinese robot just attacked a bitch in the crowd.
I saw that, homie, and that's your boy Elon, who you love, who you're a fan of.
That ain't Elon. That's Shim Chong Yang and them. That ain't Elon, homie. That's Shim Chong Yang and them.
He sent them a technology, homie. Where'd they get the technology from, homie?
Elon's not the technology guy. He's not the originator of all technology. You act like this motherfucker's been sending cats to space and shit. Elon's took some other people's shit and ran with it, homie. Kim Jong-un and them did this. Here's the thing. Let's be real. So a fucking robot attacked a motherfucker in China, and we're thinking that this shit right here is going to get the first down right.
they're still going to have the chain gang as a backup option as well. They're not removing the chain gang.
What's going on, homie?
Oh shoot!
Look at that shit. Oh yeah, she's getting babies of cold, but look at that motherfucker.
And he was hot too, though. He was hot. Hey, the robot.
He looked like AB. Looked like AB. I thought it was Antonio Brown.
Hey, the robot said, motherfucker, you better stop yelling in my ear.
Look like AB, huh?
That's super racist. That's like you like.
Why is that racist? AB right there, homie.
Who? The robot?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Damn. What about the robot look like AB? I'm just curious.
Just like from the back view, homie. He looked like I'm just looking at him.
What specifically about him looks like reminds you of AB?
The vest. He wears the vest a lot, and he got he had something on his head. I mean, that's what I saw.
None on his head.
Yeah, he got a little string.
That's the robot. That's the head. That's the robot. That's him.
That's the robot head, homie.
That's him. Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought he had a bandana on. I thought they were making it like human. Homie, why you got a vest on then?
This dude.
My mind, Smitty, my brain sees things. My brain sees shit, and then I see it, and then you guys all see it, and then you say, "Damn, that motherfucker that really is AB." Like, you know what I'm saying? You'll see it in a couple of days. You'll be like, "Damn, JB said that's AB," and then Cameron and Mace will say it, and then no, he won't give us the fucking credit, and then Shaq will say it, and then everybody will come out 10 years from now and say, "Oh, JB said that first," and then some fucking nobody in the chat will come out and say, "Shaq said that shit."
Moving on, man. Another big time topic right here, man. It's kind of moving to the NFL world.
Well, I just want to finish up talking about your fucking marker, homie. It's just why are we so lazy in society now? We wonder why we're so lazy. This is why, homie. Go get the old white to hold the fucking sticks at the fucking on the sideline. He has no life anyway. If you take him out of Grandma Ma and them's house, he's going to die any fucking way. Put him on the sideline, give him his pension. He's already been in the NFL for 40 years. Let him hold the fucking marker. Why is this so hard? Then go get you a fucking competent fuck and NFL Roger Goodell. Pay your people. Pay the referees to not have to work at fucking Walmart and then come over and coach in the referee in the fucking NFL playoffs. How about you pay these motherfuckers full time? And maybe you could actually have a quality fucking product on the football field. But we endorse laziness. And this is what you get. Now we're going to use AI. And soon, Smitty, you won't have a referee out there. You're going to have just flags falling out off a drone. A drone's going to come and drop the flag. And then we're going to be like, what happened? The drone said you were your hat was across the line of scrimmage. 15-yard penalty, first down. And you're going to see a bunch of fucking AB-looking robots out there, homie. This shit is unbelievable, bro. Like, I'm tired of this shit, man.
I actually like this stuff.
I'm very close to being done with this shit, man.
I like this, homie. I like the fact they're finally moving on. You know, there's some areas that needs technology, and I think this is one of the areas because due to human error, there's been so many just mistakes or just close calls where we just don't know where this will solve the problem.
You know what it is? You know what I'm witnessing?
What?
I'm scared for you guys.
Oh.
I'm very scared for you guys, man, your generation of people. The youngsters out there that think this TikTok era and generation is cool and it's advanced and it's scientific, advanced technology we've never seen and all this shit. When the robot breaks in your house and fucks your bitch, you guys are going to be fucking upset. When the robot come in and take your money and go to the fucking ATM and swipe your card, and you ain't got a shit to do. You can't do my motherfucking thing about it. And you've all seen iRobot. You better call Will Smith and them. You better ask why Will Smith lost Jada Pinkett to a robot, homie. I fucking truly believe it.
Now, on a serious note, though,
she was getting ran through way back by AI, homie, and fucking flipped the script.
On a bigger picture, I'm actually with you. I'm actually I'm a little nervous of the future. Next 10 years, I think
Yeah,
we're only seeing the beginning of this shit, bro. These robots are getting more human-like every single day, and it's gonna get to a point where they're moving just like us. So many people are gonna lose their jobs in the workforce, which we're already slowly seeing at certain like warehouses and manufacturing jobs, things like that. I still got family and homies back home who still working like the warehouse.
Smitty, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? What does it scream to? What does it scream at you? DMV, are you a different human? This ain't DMV that usually in here, right?
DMV living, I think so.
Huh?
I think so.
Can't be. Somebody stole DMV. We got to do a wellness check. Is that what you guys call it? When the fucking soft, the liberal fucks out here call it a wellness check, I think? No, we going to go check on the homie. That's how we grew up. A wellness check. Fuck is that? A fucking soft ass.
Now you do wellness check for like older folks though. They live by themselves. You know what I mean?
No, can you go check on Pa? DEI also included age discrimination. A lot of older white people have been losing their jobs too. A lot of people think DEI means black folks. This is DMV?
Yeah, he's smart, bro. Just because y'all disagree sometimes, he know a lot of shit. DMV one of my biggest supporters.
Well, no, but I've been telling him that on this show for a long time. I thought he disagreed, but now he's saying what I be saying forever. DEI is not about black folks, but Smitty keep getting upset about that shit. Wait.
We ain't. Yeah.
So look, Dr. Jesse Morris is going to come on the show tomorrow briefly and discuss this Abdul Carter thing.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Just to give that a little hype. So tomorrow we're going to get into some Abdul Carter talks. But I'm telling you, this DEI shit, I mean, I'm glad DMV said that. But a lot of white folks lost jobs, by the way. And a lot of black folks did not benefit from DEI, by the way. But I've been telling you all this for months, but nobody, what do I know? Here's the thing, Smitty. This technology is going to fuck a lot of folks.
Nah, it really is, though. I mean, it depends on what side you're on. If you're an engineer, you're someone who's responsible for actually helping put together the robots, you're going to make bank. If you're a programmer, a coder, those people in that world, I would tell college, high schools right now who's trying to decide on a major, go into that world, the coding, the programming, anywhere where you could be responsible for helping.
College is dead.
College is dead. This, well, I'm saying just learn the skill set, the trait.
College is dead. I want my retribution too. I want my fucking check, Biden. You bitch ass motherfucking old decrepit fuck who lied to me and said you're gonna pay off my fucking student debt. You never paid off a dime. But I know homies that don't even fucking file taxes and got their shit paid off, motherfucker. I want my shit paid off.
My wife got
college is a fucking fallacy.
He get paid off.
College is a fallacy. College is bullshit.
The interest on it during the COVID period, which
college is bullshit.
Off faster, and he helped my wife
college
out.
College is bullshit. I got 4 degrees. Not one of them I'm using. And no one else uses them either. It's all bullshit. It's a fake degree. You can wipe your ass with that fucking piece of paper they give you after you spend 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand. I've been telling you, Smitty, on Netflix. I told people on Netflix that a college degree is the most over-fucking-rated piece of paper ever printed in this country. College diploma, college degree, whatever you want to call it. They're a fucking waste. College needs to be ended. And college football players are showing you right now, and the NCAA has agreed with them, that college football players are over. Student athletes are dead. Get rid of the word. Stop saying student. College football is about money. It's about playing on the football field. It has nothing to do with math class, computer science, technology, all that shit. If that's what you're saying, Smitty, guess what they call that?
What?
A trade. Go to trade school. Stop going and spending 100 grand on a fucking bachelor degree when you owe 100 grand and your job that you make makes you 30 grand a year. Make it fucking make sense.
Depends what you're trying to do, because I don't.
Bullshit. I'm never gonna agree to that.
I'm with you. No. I'm with you on getting a
bullshit.
trade and doing it because you make a lot of money, have a career. If you want to be a plumber or something like for real, and I'm with you on stuff like that. But everybody ain't the same. So what I'm saying is, if you're somebody who's an entrepreneur or you're hands-on, you're good with cars, good with fixing stuff, whatever, get a trade, save that money. I agree with you. But if you're not somebody like that, and you're not an entrepreneur who has that type of mindset, has their own business, and you're not. College still work for a lot of people who just need, because again,
it doesn't.
Is it a scam? Hold on. Is it a scam? Yes, but unfortunately in America,
hold on. What are you discussing?
Majority of jobs require you to have that piece of paper, regardless of what the major is. You just need it. In order for me to get my job at Fox or my last job, I have to have a degree. It is what it is.
Not anymore. Not anymore though. Welders, plumbers, firemen, all these different things. You go to trade school.
Yes, for those jobs. Yes.
Hold on. On the technological side, coding, encoding, all that fuck. What do they call it? Enoch does that shit. The HTTP shit. All trade school now, homie. There ain't no. You don't go take CIS 300 anymore at fucking your local community college, homie. That shit's dead. It's all fucking now at a fucking DeVry.
So what about journalists? What about people in marketing? People who wants to become an AD, an athletic director, someone who wants to become I'm just saying, like, there's so many, like, again, there are certain roles where you go trade school, but there's a lot of jobs, even in like sales jobs, unfortunately, they just need some proof of education of a degree. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying currently that's the world that we're in. That's why Jason, go ahead.
You mean like how Michael Vick got a head coaching job without any experience?
He's Michael Vick.
And how the guy that just got the GM job for that looked like a 13-year-old Excel spreadsheet creator?
He worked for the Rams for 8 years.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You mean those guys?
And he got a degree. He has a degree.
Has he been a GM for 8 years?
No, he wasn't, but he was in the league for 8 years.
Right. But I'm saying, you mean the guys that get those jobs.
The sports world is unique.
My point, Smitty.
No,
my point, Smitty.
I'm talking about every
hands-on experience, homie. Hands-on experience, homie. Smitty, it's either you're in the space, that has nepotism.
I'm talking about teachers. I'm talking about professors. I'm talking about people like that. Come on, man. It's horrible.
In vogue. Anyway, you're either in a space that knows someone.
I hate you, Jason.
Nepotism, or you're a figurehead, and that's how you get jobs, i.e., let's be real.
I don't like you telling me young people.
Deshaun Jackson. Let's keep it funky.
Yeah, but
let's
why
be
are you
real.
using people who have 10-year careers, all pro bowler, future
Smitty,
Hall of Famers?
what is experience?
Hell yeah, their route's not going to be the same. I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the everyday people in Indiana and fucking LA making $40,000 a year trying to make ends meet.
Stop trying to make up reasons. Stop making excuses, homie. Stop making excuses for your homies. Stop making excuses for the homies.
I'm talking for the everyday people. I'm not talking.
Stop making excuses for the homies.
I'm talking for the rich people. I'm not making no excuses. You're telling all these young people right now and who watch our show. We got a lot of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. I did a full market breakdown. I know who watches our show. You're telling these people who are junior seniors in high school right now to not
play football.
You sound insane. You sound crazy.
If you play football, you can be a head coach no matter what. You never had to coach ever. You sound fucking crazy. Like, that's unbelievable. Again, goes to my point. This is hands-on experience based, homie. I just told you why you don't need to go to get a degree no more. Told you why you don't need it no more. Because we're hiring guys showing you don't need a degree. That's my point, homie. I think you live in like this fantasy world that everyone deserves an opportunity in life, which is great for you. You're an optimistic, great human being. Your soul is fucking great. I get all that. But that's not the fact, homie. Like that's why females shouldn't coach football. They just can't. It never did.
What you saying is just
that's like me and you.
Give me a headache. It's giving me a headache. You're literally wrong. You're using
my dad was a mechanic.
Shout out to your dad.
It'd be equivalent to me. I don't know shit about a mechanic. And then, hey, you got anybody? We need to hire a lead mechanic at fucking Caltrans to handle all the state vehicles. Oh, my son, he lives with me. He watched me do it. Has he been a mechanic? No. He's my son, though. Oh, fuck it. Hire him. And then every car breaks down on the side of the road in California because I'm over here taking off lug nuts and shit when I'm supposed to be changing the oil. This is equivalent, homie. This is what we're hiring. This has nothing to do with fucking experience. It's about who you know, who knows you, connections, nepotism, along with a circle. And we're sitting here defending it because we played football means you could coach it, or you could be an AD. You could be a 30-year-old GM in the NFL because you were an intern for Sean McVay. Get the fuck real, man. Like, I'm proving to you, you don't need a college degree anymore. That's my whole point of this whole thing. You don't need a degree anymore. Go get a trade school and actually learn how to be a plumber. That's always going to be needed. You can't replace a plumber with a robot, homie. I'm just telling you. You can't replace a fucking plumber, an electrician, a welder, a fucking line worker, a fucking any of that shit with a fucking robot. It won't be in my lifetime anyway. And guess what? You don't need a fucking degree for any of those jobs. And guess what? The last time I checked, you can go get a fucking degree all you want and spend $100,000. But if the fucking return is a $30,000 job, that's a scam. Again, your government fucking scammed us. That's why I've been telling you kids that fucking for how long now? 20 fucking plus years. The college degree is the most overrated piece of paper in the history of government fucking United States fucking history. Period. Your camera's horrible, by the way. Your mic might sound good. Your camera's shit. Screenshot that, Bailey. Smitty Wi-Fi shit. Smitty just quit the show live. Smitty quit the show because he couldn't handle that shit right there. Your mic's good. Camera's horrible.
My camera look clear on my end.
It doesn't on our end.
It don't matter as long as I can hear me. I think my Wi-Fi was just like so annoyed of the horrible take that you was making that my whole shit just shut down for a second. So as long as I can hear me, that's all that matters, man. I just hate how you're using like such specific examples to use that to speak for the masses. It's just horrible. You know, you're talking about guys, you're talking about NFL greats who took a separate route to become a coach and use that to say, see, you don't need a degree, as if they took as if Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson were just regular old guys who went to high school and just
what does that do with coaching?
have their NFL careers.
What do regular old guys have to do with coaching?
As if they don't have the name that they have. You're using
what does that do with coaching?
The cat who's a GM who was worked for the Rams for 8 years. Now
what does that have to do with coaching?
You can always point out examples. There's always been examples, even in the 80s and the 60s and 50s, of people having connections and being family who gotten a leg up or took another route. You can always find an example. That's not proof or tell the full story of the everyday American who still benefits off having a degree. There's a lot of jobs and career, not all of them, of course. I get, again, there are everybody. I don't want to be a fucking plumber. Respectfully, I don't want to fucking fix cars. I don't. Shout out to those who want to do it. So if there's somebody like me who don't want to do that, I'm not a hands-on guy.
What does playing have to do with coaching?
Degree to even get your foot in the door. Jobs won't even interview you. Literally, you got a degree? Oh, all right, bet. Sorry. It don't matter
that's
how
dying, homie. That's all dying, Smitty. That's dying. I'm trying to tell you, homie. You know how many fucking YouTubers and social media how many fucking degrees does these influencers out here at OnlyFans bitches need, homie?
Can't be an influencer. I'm not telling my little sister to go fuck on camera on OnlyFans, homie. Hey, by the way, what are you preaching right now?
How good was the great Mike Singletary at coaching? You motherfucker act like you can play. You're a great player. You're a great coach automatically. That's your world you live in, homie. That's your world. Your world is a fantasy. You live in a fantasy world.
No, stay on topic. What conversation are we having right now? Why are you bringing up Mike Singletary?
You just brought up Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson, homie. You just brought up Deshaun Watson. You just brought up Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick. You said I act like they're regular guys.
Because I said, why are you
the greatest linebacker ever? What are you talking about?
I brought them up because I said, why are you using these extreme examples like Deshaun Jackson, like Michael Vick, to use that as proof that you don't need a degree? Those are outliers of guys who have great NFL careers who, yes, have different routes to become
haven't even coached Little League.
Everyday person can't do that, Jason.
They haven't even coached Little League.
Okay.
Smitty, they can't do it because of their name.
They're doing a degree, homie.
Did this discussion go over your head? Did this thing go over your head?
Jason, let me ask you this. Could the regular guy, let's use fucking D. Jones, Gene, let's say Gene was a high schooler. I know he's a grown man. Let's say he's 18 right now. He's about to graduate high school in fucking May. Could he do what Deshaun Jackson did and become a head coach of the fucking college team right now? No, the fuck he can't.
Is that not the
stop
discussion
telling
we're
everybody
having?
that, see, Michael Vick did it. It's not everybody's route. You're giving out false information and false hope to these young kids who listen to you. You have influence, Jason, and you putting out lies right now. You telling
Did we skip over everything? I'm trying to figure out, did we skip over the topic? Like, that's the top. That is the topic. Like, you're making my point for me, homie. You're saying a name gets you a job. I just told you you don't need a degree anymore for that reason. What are we talking about?
Everybody's not Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson and Mike Singletary. What about fucking Jason Jones? Regular Jason Jones.
Get it.
Who's fucking regular high schooler, not you're preaching something broad to a broad that's only worked for a small group of people. Everybody don't have connections like you. Everybody don't know a Whitlock. Everybody don't know everybody didn't have a 15
You just made my point.
Everybody wasn't all pros. Everybody wasn't this. Everybody wasn't that. So
that's my point.
You were telling people don't go to college. That's not the right message.
Smitty, you're making my point. Am I tripping on this?
Your point.
You're making my point, homie. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm not. I don't know how I'm making your point.
I'm lost. You confused
I'm
me.
lost. I'm super lost. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you made my point for me. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. I think you are. It's all right. We'll agree to this.
How did I get on that fight? Because I went to college, first of all. And at college, while I was getting my degree, I also met someone in network because I went to the same college as him, and we stayed connected. And then I got an opportunity because of that. If I don't go to college, I don't meet that person. That person don't give a fuck about me. We don't have a shared interest. T Mixum, what the fuck is we talking about? Y'all sound stupid.
You made my point, but thanks. I don't get it.
Marketing degree, T Mixum, and I work in social media marketing. So I guess my degree does matter.
Let me ask you something.
All you ignorant motherfuckers in the chat. Y'all get off.
Let me ask you something.
Now. He don't care about none of y'all.
Nah, I don't think you get what I was saying. Seriously, in all seriousness, I don't think you get what I was saying. I think you made my point by saying what you just said, though. Like, you went over the fact that this is why I said this is a who you know business, not actually what experience, hands-on based you have. I just want to ask you, earthquake. I want to ask you, I believe, knowing you, how witty and smart you are, you could do what you do right now without a communications degree. Do you agree or no?
I got a marketing degree, but could I do it? Yes, I could do it without my degree.
You make my point again. You, nowadays, with these young cats, I know, just 1 second. These young cats now are doing so much on the technological side without even going to school. On TikTok, Instagram, fucking learning how to CapCut and Photoshop. They're teaching themselves these jobs, homie. Like, you know fucking well, I'm 1,000% correct. These cats do not need to go spend $100K on a fucking degree that's going to pay them less than what they spent. It makes 0 sense. Zero. So I know for a fact you could do exactly what you're doing right now without ever going to one class at Ball State.
Yes. That's my argument. I'm not defending college as if I believe college has taught me everything and we need it for that reason. I'm saying that a lot of jobs require degrees to even have a chance. If you don't have a degree, you're not working at Fox. That's a fact. So, like, for example, I don't know.
But what I'm saying is those things are going away.
Even for example, let's say, because Bailey graduated, I think. So, let's just say somebody like Bailey, same skill set, don't have a degree. I can go to Fox. Hey, man, I got this dope-ass social media guy. You know, I cut clips, do this, that, and the third. Okay, let me see his resume. If he don't have a degree, he's not working at Fox. So that's what I'm telling you. We're having different arguments. I'm not saying you need college to learn the skill set. No, of course not. I'm saying that piece of paper that you and I might not care about internally, it's important to get your foot in the door at a lot of jobs. So until they fully change that, it's still important to do that unless you want to be a plumber, to do hair, a barber, unless it's one of those real hands-on trade type jobs, or if you can find a way to do social media for like a podcast and not work for a network. We know there's more options right now because of social media to not get a degree. Don't get me wrong, but everybody can't be an influencer, homie. Everybody can't be a card. Like,
let me give you my point.
There's different shit. All I'm saying.
Let me make you my point though, real quick. Here's the cold part of this game that I'm going to kill a lot of folks out that don't understand this. Real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Everybody at Fox needs a degree to get a job except the HR manager who don't need a degree, who's hiring the people with degrees. Make it make sense. Give me 1 second. It's the fucking most retarded shit I've heard in my fucking life, homie. That's how fact, too. You know it's fact. I know it's fact. Fucking, it's fact, homie. Hold on. I'm on this motherfucking ash.
Yeah, I thought we just having different arguments in the chat, y'all. I think y'all misinterpreted what I'm saying. My overall point ain't we need to go to college to just become smart and become. No,
here's the thing, though, Smitty.
You need college, unfortunately, to get a job. Even
I get it. I'm with you.
My first
Here's the
job,
issue.
I worked in sales, but I still needed a degree to work there. It's just part of the requirement. It's just, you know what I mean? Like,
here's the issue. Here's the issue. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There are HR managers out here that don't have a fucking clue or degree, but they're hiring people with degrees because corporate America said you got to have a degree to even get the interview process. This has been this way for a long, long time. My sales pitch to recruits used to be, over your lifetime, you will make $1 million more with a degree than a person without one. I used to tell my players that all the time. What I'm telling everybody today is that game is dead. That game has been found out to be a scam. I was scammed. You were scammed. America has been scammed. Proof of the scam was when Biden said, I'm going to fucking pay off everybody's student loan debt. But half of America's already paid off their student loan debt. So is that fair to the other half that never fucking have to pay it? But I got debt right now. My credit's fucked because I've been paying student loan debt over $300,000 for fucking 20 years. And all of a sudden you're going to wipe everyone else's clean, but I'm still paying mine. The problem is now the game has changed such an extreme level that student athletes no longer are students. They're semi-professional football players now, making that college more money than any other entity on that campus. And therefore, the teachers now do not need to attend class or need those football players in their seats as they once did to attain a check at the education level. Because it used to be about how many seats do I fill based on how much money you make, instructor, professor, teacher. It isn't that way no more. Half of Colorado's team goes online. So there is no more of the degree thing being the number one reason why. There's only a certain amount of corporate jobs that require it, and those are dying in front of our very eyes. Ask fucking Elon Musk, fucking Bezos, and fucking weirdo Microsoft. This is dying. Those are the most well-paying jobs in America, Smitty. Let's be honest. Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, all these corporate media don't need a degree. Don't. You need a trade. You need a fucking savviness to you like you have, you're born with, the gods touch you, it factor, you learned it on your own. Bailey didn't learn CapCut and all these other fucking things, or whatever he uses, because he went to class, homie. And neither did you, and neither did I.
I'm with you.
I learned my life from the street, number one, and then just having the it factor on realizing, okay, how to move. This shit's over. It's dead. My pitch to kids, you make $1 million more in your kids now will laugh at you and say, I made $1 million last month on YouTube. Fuck you talking about, coach?
But even I still think that's even overblown. Like, there's a lot of people who trying to be influencers who ain't making money. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, we popularized the Kaisa Nets, the Mr. Beast, and all them. A lot of, just like we talk about the NIL shit in college, how we say, well, only a couple of people are making the big money. Everybody else is getting $500. Same thing with influencers. It's not everybody not making big money as influencers either. So all I'm saying is, I hear.
But they're making more than we ever could imagine, Smitty. That's my point. These influencers and these content creators, even at a micro level, these small cats are making a living to have an apartment and afford one, where I had to stay at Pop's house until I was fucking a certain amount of age. These cats have an opportunity, what I'm saying, without ever going to class. I had to go to get a degree. Right. You, maybe even in the era, you had to get a degree or only knew that.
I had, for sure.
Bailey and them don't have to. I'm just telling you right now. They don't. Bailey, come in here. Bailey has an associate's degree, if I'm not correct.
Yeah.
Do you have a 4-year degree?
No, I do not.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either until you told me. But
he proved my point. This is the generation.
No.
Bailey generation don't need a 4-year degree, homie. Telling you.
You don't need it. It depends on what route you
want. I don't understand what I'm saying fully. Like, maybe I'm not explaining myself fully. I'm trying to. There's more options today. There's more options today.
That's what you're saying.
More options today that you can freelance and not need a degree. I agree with that.
No, but what you're saying is, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong what you're saying, to clarify, so everyone knows where I was going. You're saying you need the networking context. Going to school is what you attain by having the network context, not actually the piece of paper that you printed out. It's really the context you met to get a job, is what you're really saying.
It's
at the college campus.
It's a combination of both. One, networking is the biggest thing I did in college. Number one, for me. I'm talking about me personally, networking, number one. Number two, also for me, because I grew up so poor, this is just my unique story, just seeing another fucking life. It was like, damn, okay, like I don't have to live in this bubble. I can't live now. I can't just being in that space, which is also connected to networking. 3, for me as well, getting the paper, not because of what it actually taught me, because of just being able to actually get certain jobs that require the degree. I'm not saying that I agree.
There's a few far between them.
I'm just saying that I literally needed a piece of paper. Like if we're not going to help me, but I didn't have a degree, I'm not at Fox. So what I'm saying is, like, there's certain jobs, at least today, where unfortunately you need the piece of paper to get in. I don't agree with that, Jason. I'm just saying those are the facts. That's all I'm saying.
Let me ask you something. So you're telling the average American out there that didn't play athletics, did not get a scholarship, that has to pay out their pocket or through financial aid or student loan or grant aid. The average human in college pays $13,700 a semester. You're telling me that's worth the networking that you may or may not meet at a college campus to go and spend? That's what my point is, though. That's my point now. That's why it's changed. The game has changed. I mean, there's not that many jobs that is equal to $13,700 a semester. There's not.
It depends what you're doing, I guess. For example, my wife is a nurse. There's no other option. You know, if you're in the medical field.
Nursing school is not the same as school, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nursing school.
You go to regular college first, do all your prerequisites.
Yeah, I know. I get all that.
2 years, then you get into nursing school, and then it's finished.
But hold on, 2 years. You don't need a bachelor's degree. My mom's been a nursing doctor her whole life. You don't need a bachelor's degree or a master's degree to go get a nursing school. You need an associate's degree.
It depends. Well, she's an RN, so I don't know if you're.
I know. That's my point.
If you're
an
LPN, if you're an LPN, I think you get a 2-year degree. If you want to be an RN registered nurse, you do need a 4-year degree.
You need a 2-year degree and a certification. You need a 2-year degree and a certification to go get into nursing school or medical or whatever. This ain't a doctor, homie. We're not talking neurosurgeon here. We're talking
nurses.
Yeah, we're not talking. You know. Here's the 2 things that jump out at me, that these are the 2 jobs, I guess, that a lot of people still, I guess, associate college degrees with, that you must go to. Doctor, medical school, doctor, I had to go 8 years, 12 years, some people. And that's what it should be, in my opinion. But you're going to open my brain up and fucking allow me to live, you better be fucking A1 top notch.
Anything medical field to me.
And lawyers. They're the other one. They go to school 8 years, 12 years, fucking 10 years. So
teachers.
Other than those 2 jobs that hop off my head.
Teachers.
Yeah, you got to, again, overhyped. No Child Left Behind is the biggest scam in the history of education. I got to get a bachelor's degree after I got an associate's degree for some. Then I got to get a master's degree, and then I got to go get what you call a teaching certification or a California, we call it. I stopped. I said, "Fuck no, I'm not doing this." Why is my? Anyway, it's in other states. It's called a teaching certificate. Basically, it's equal to a BA degree. It's also another degree. For Child Left Behind, I got to go do a certain amount of other shit on top of my AA, my BA, and my master's. I got to do a whole nother BA equivalency. It's basically about 33 hours of units, 33 units in a whole separate fucking thing. Like, what? For a Child Left Behind, for you to go sit in the corner and Google what the fuck you're teaching my kids? Dog, it's the biggest scam in American history. I'm telling you. And then you're telling those same kids that you're telling to Google to print out a certificate or a degree or a diploma at the end of it all after your 4 years that you paid $13,700 a semester for. It's the biggest scam in the history of America. I'm telling you, I've been saying it for a long time.
Let me ask you this real quick, though. Don't you think there are a lot of kids, though, who just need that structure after high school? I think maturity, for just learning how to do stuff on time, live on your own. Like, being in college outside of the degree, it's your first time on your own. You have to, especially if you're not on scholarship, you got to learn how to manage your money, manage your time, go to class on time. Like, it's your first time being an adult. Now, somebody like me, I'm not bragging, but I was mature for my age. I knew that shit going into college. But I had a lot of teammates who were struggling just on being immature, not knowing how to just be a young man. Where I had teammates where you look at them freshman year, look at them senior year, night and day. I'm like, damn, you a totally different person because they just matured. So, like, I know for a fact, being a coach, you had players who just was immature as shit at the beginning, and just through being around, learned how to become a young man.
Yeah, here's the difference. Like my generation to yours and younger, under yours. We were told two things back in the day when I was coming up, and luckily I missed it by about a half. But my older brothers, by my father was saying, 18 years old, you're out of this house. You get a job or you go to the military.
Right.
That's what it was. And I'm sure your dad was the same way, and his grandfather, and everybody taught him the same way. Get a job or military, but you're getting out of this house.
Yeah.
Because you got to fend for yourself now. That's at 18 years old. What we've changed now is the lack of parenting. We've came to agree with societal-wise, saying, oh, now go to college and fuck around and bullshit, because 70% of first-year enrollees in college are either A, expelled, kicked out, or quit. And what do they go do? Nothing. So to your point is, no, they don't need that. They need to be told the truth from the jump, from young groups, and then go say, all right, if you're going to go play college football, then you're going to go play college football and get a degree, to your point. That's not what it is anymore. These cats don't do that no more. They're not even attaining that no more. They don't aspire to do that anymore. They're all thinking about the bag, going to the NFL, and do it in the easiest way and manner possible. So, no, they're going to dorm rooms now to fuck around and fuck off and waste my dad's $13,700 a semester. There's no infrastructure anymore. These coaches ain't doing that no more. The coaches that you and I had used to make sure that you were a better person off the field than you were on it. Not anymore. Because the coaches are chasing the same bag as the players are. That's why yesterday the head coach of Charlotte called me on my boat and said, and I didn't answer, and then he left a voicemail. He was with his whole staff cooking steaks, so I called him back, and, oh, man, you gave me street cred, JV. My staff didn't know I knew you. Head coach. And I'm like, so I'm bullshitting with him, Ruben and my boy Dave, and he said the same. We were just talking, and JV, you don't even want to be in this game. This is a straight up, hey, Smitty, I got $500K. Yes or no? Yep. No more relationship. No more I'm going to mentor you through the process. No more I'm keeping you out of trouble. I don't care what you do with girls. I don't give a fuck what you do in the dorm. Here's $500K. You got to perform here. And that's still not enough, he said, because then they'll still transfer on you. So it's fucked. That whole ideology is no more. It's gone. There's no more structure.
But majority of these, well, That's another. We don't have time for another conversation. But everybody not getting 500,000. So you still got a lot of this, the regular everyday players who are just average players who they know they're not getting that, who still are getting the grades. I would love to see.
I think what you're saying is to sum up what you're saying is I think that a lot of kids that we know and we're referring to need football, not the what you're saying as far as they need somewhere to go. No, because if a football team folds in the inner city or drops the program, that is what the kids see as now we got a problem. Now we put the kids back in the hood, back in the inner city, and now they don't have football. You and I didn't go to fucking school to go to school.
Yeah, of course.
That's my point, though. But football is needed.
I just feel different because to that point, I wouldn't even think about that. But to your point about going back in the hood, these guys graduate high school and they literally go right back to the hood, or they don't leave it. They're just in it. So also part of going to college, just getting out your fucking environment. So I don't know. It's a lot there. Maybe I feel stronger about it because I feel like college helped save and change my life. I truly believe that. Obviously, football is a huge part of that, but the college experience just changed my life. It opened my eyes up. I learned more. Let me ask you a lot. So let me ask you this: be careful with just telling these kids who watching, like, man, fuck it, don't go to school, because I think there's a group of people like a Bailey who got the skill set and the maturity who can go hustle and do this. But everybody not like that. So I just want to
let me ask you this
before we just loosely say that is all I'm saying.
Let me ask you this, and I hope everybody listen to what I'm about to say. Why did you go to class? Why were you held accountable to go to class?
My real I'm gonna get an answer you won't, and I'm gonna get a real answer because there are requirements that you had to reach in order to play football. That's the answer you want.
No, that's not the answer I want. We had to go to class. If we missed a class, we couldn't practice or play in the game.
Right. That's the answer you want.
Period. What is the motivation to go to class and hold yourself accountable as a non-athlete?
Pride.
$13,700 a month, a quarter.
You're talking to the wrong person though, because I'm somebody who always got good grades, elementary, middle school, AB honor roll.
I'm talking in general.
I want to make my parents happy too. I'm different. I'm not like everybody.
That's why 70% of the non-athletic cats on scholarship who are paying $13,700 of rich daddy's money drop out. There is no motivation. You know what their motivation is? They're homie on TikTok and YouTube making $100,000 doing fucking videos. This is why college is a scam now. It's been a scam, but now more than ever, that's my point, is why this is like it is. I'm just telling you, pay financial aid money, get Pell, FAFSA, then I got to pay this back. I got to pay a loan back that I didn't even finish. Like, I'm just saying, homie, it's different. Let's end the show with some fact or cap, Smitty. Great discussion. Real quick, I got the fact or cap because, you bring the energy. Fact or cap, Travis Hunter is the best player in the NFL draft.
Fact. Big fact. He's a top 5 receiver, top 5 DB. You can put him anywhere in there. In that ranking, he's the best athlete, and he's going to show that even more at the combine, although I don't believe the combine is necessary because you got the tape. It's only going to add to his greatness. Fact.
Cap. No, he's not, and I think he will be a bust. Fact or cap, Ashton Genty will be a top 10 pick.
Cap. Running backs simply don't get drafted that high. Amazing year, Heisman type level season. He'll go first round for sure. Won't be top 10. Cap.
I'm gonna say cap. No way. I'm agree with you. He doesn't go top 10. I think he'll be he'll be the earliest running back picked in the last couple of years, but he's not gonna go top 10. Maybe 20. Fact or cap, Aaron Rodgers will be a LA Ram next season.
I'm going to say cap. They got to find a way to keep Stafford here in LA. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're going to figure it out. I'll say cap.
I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to say cap because Stafford stays. That's just my biased opinion, and I hope that's what happens.
But if he leaves, though, then I think facts. I will say that.
So just We need to do opinion or fact.
I'm saying, if we found today, breaking news, Stafford is gone, going to the Raiders, I think the next best option is getting Aaron Rodgers. I think that happens.
I agree. For 1 year. Fact or cat, AR5 will be QB1 for the Colts next year.
Fact.
What?
Fact.
Let me repeat it. Fact or cat, AR5 will be QB1 for the Colts week 1 next season.
No, man. I want to get Sam Darnold. I want to get Stafford. I want to get one of these cats. I just I don't know if we gonna get him or not. Jason, I'm confused. He shouldn't be. Can I say it that way? Fact, he shouldn't be. But I don't know what we gonna do. Our GM, he's been bullshit.
Who been bullshit?
Fucking Ballard. I don't know what we gonna do.
Yeah, McAfee right now.
Yeah. Yeah, call McAfee. Maybe McAfee can pull some strings or something, homie. He shouldn't be. I'm gonna be real with you. He shouldn't be. Great kid, great heart,
it's looking
great
like
athlete, but
McAfee is in Irsay's dome. He's in Irsay's dome. Is he not covering McAfee show right now, covering the combine?
Lucas Oil.
That's owned by Irsay, right?
I guess.
Lucas Oil is a sponsor owned by Irsay. Irsay is the team owner.
What you thinking?
Telling you, I've been saying it. I'm the one that broke it, by the way. I'm the one that broke it from the jump. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Colt. I just have a weird feeling.
You know what we could keep? We could get AR8, Aaron Rodgers, and then keep AR5 and have AR5 be like our Taysom Hill. That could work. You know what I mean? The way they did Drew Brees and Taysom Hill, that actually could work. He's a freak athlete, strong, bugging. He just gets hurt like every day, and he can't make the normal throws. Other than that, he's fucking great.
This motherfucker so he's a running back.
He's a great athlete. But he got a big ass arm though, too. No, his deep ball beautiful though. His deep ball beautiful.
So did Sanua?
That sounds familiar as hell.
What's his name? The receiver, Sanua?
Is that Rakishi's nephew? He got something.
Mohamed Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu.
He got a big arm too. I think he was like 8 of 9 completions in the NFL as a quarterback, like 155 rating. He's like one of the highest rated guys ever to play quarterback, but he's a receiver. He never played quarterback full time. So he had a big arm.
Who's my boy that played quarterback at IU? It was a dog, and then played receiver for the Steelers.
John L. Randall L.
Randall L.
He had an arm.
Yeah.
You got an arm. You play quarterback? Anyway, we got to go. I got to get to the yacht, man. I'm fucking 14 minutes late. Fuck! Thanks a lot, Smitty, for going over the show.
Hopefully that shit ain't
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow on Free Game Friday. Dr. Jesse Morse will join us right out the gate. Matt McChesney and Shaun King, plus maybe a special guest in Pac-Man Jones. We'll dive into that here in a minute. Either way, it'll be on tomorrow or next week. We got a loaded lineup next week. A lot of special guests on. And we'll see you on the other side. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Don't miss it. Peace.